I love Bigfoot.
Oh, don't get smart with me. You and your UFO nonsense, you're crazy.
I wish Bigfoot were my dad.
Oh, you know what? Bigfoot is of the devil, if he is anything.
Here we go.
It is demonic doings.
Demonic doings.
What's that?
From the devil, right?
As you are. And that power that calls you or not, you are Satan's mouthpiece.
No, I'm virtually...
You've been a Christian American.
Virtually the Antichrist.
I would say you're not actually the beast, but you're working for him.
I'm trying to help you here, sir.
You're trying to help me. Well, why don't you don't help me, and why don't you just get off the air and make way for good people like G. Gordon Liddy, Ollie North, and Rush Limbaugh? You're not even in the league.
They're all on the air.
Well, we could be here to repeat. You are nowhere near the league or the caliber of a man leaning on the air.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that.
You are spreading disinformation and defrauding the American public with your constant rhetoric about the government. You are one UFOs. You're anti-Christian. You are anti-American, and I think you should just stop. I'm tired of hearing you every night.
Well, just one question.
What?
Why do you listen?
I have so many to keep you in check and counterbalance the lies you put out.
You are compelled to listen, aren't you?
Oh, no, don't start with it. See, you speak to the devil's tongue and you think it's a joke.
You are compelled.
Be a gentleman.
You will listen. You will listen.
Yes, will you just cut it out and talk normal?
You will listen to me. Every chance you get, every minute. You will keep your radio. You will turn the volume up even higher.
It's a big joke that you're tearing down the foundations of our nation.
The entire foundation around our ears. The Rockies, you're on the air, huh?
Yes, hello? Is it the dark
Yes, it is.
I was comments about the fact that your guest was using the tragedy of the TWA bomb.
Turn your radio off.
Yeah, I think Mr. Hogan was using the bombing as another platform to say that we shouldn't trust the government. Exploiting this tragedy, just using those victims as another further point to bring down our government. It's people like him that are responsible for the terror attacks that we have going on. Because they hate our government.
Are you through?
Yes, I am. No, not yet, but I'll let you talk.
Well, thank you for that. And, I don't believe he said it was our government.
Well, he was explaining distrust of our government. And we should not be distrusting our government.
I really don't think he said that. He said he had his...
He mentioned it. I can hear it.
Now you don't need the words. You just need an intonation. Is that correct?
You can hear it in your voice. And if they are marching on a Jupiter moon, little creatures crawling up out of there.
Yes, he didn't say that.
Everything in the Bible.
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. He said there are Martians under the surface of Mars.
But then what do? If there is no life on Mars, they say it's just a clone, and they have not found things. And the fact that you're letting this go on is blasphemy. There's nothing in the Bible about people on Mars.
I am compelled to do.
And I'm trying to have a serious conversation.
I know you.
Well, I hope you know that I'll be taking your program. I have a big question on your phone. I think when you're going to get me about me, I can do you a photographer.
Because you love me.
Oh, you think that's funny? And all your listeners, I think all your listeners are going to hell. You're all a bunch of, you're milking them. You're all a bunch of devil worship, pagan devil worship. I'll get you kicked off here, and you won't be able to do this in America anymore.
I love that kind of you, look. You know, when you really hate somebody, have you noticed? Even though he gets it wrong, he never misses. Now, businessman trying to provide intentional pain. And when I have substitute shirts, so you're getting out the old leather and whooping up on yourself. It's hard, right? It's gotta be fast for yourself. So instead, you turn on the radio and you listen to me. You are compelled every minute. Even though your poor, pathetically sick ears don't hear it correctly, you are compelled to listen. I really love it.
I have to take issue with your little trip over to the communist Soviet Union if you really believe so much that our country had to fight for so long to put them down, then why are you over there building up the communists and helping them reestablish their evil empire by what you told me, giving away valuable secrets to them, and having your little little Charlie call in and say the things that you're afraid to say because you know that you will lose credibility because all these years while the winds are shifting, you play like you're a conservative, and then the wind shifts, now you're going to be a little liberal. But what is it, mister?
What secrets do you think I gave them?
Sensitive radio production secrets regarding hearts, because you have your insiders, you send you those medals and such, and the fact that you would insinuate that there is life on other worlds is simply an act of trying to degrade the God-given status of the most sacred beings in the universe by saying that we are not unique, that we are.
Now, wait a minute. It was NASA that said there was life on Mars.
That's right, and they're being controlled by forces from within the Soviet Union, where I feel that you have gone back to get your orders from the Kremlin. You are basically just the way you try to tear down Mr. Bob Dole and to say that he cannot win against this liberal that is in our White House, who is basically a communist. You can't even imagine what they told me in the Kremlin. You can't imagine it. It seems to me in a rational way that every time I just throw you down and make you look a fool. Every time.
I have secrets that you can't imagine in your worst nightmares.
You have to resort to that because you are afraid my arguments are like razors. They cut your arguments apart.
Slither me, cut
You
me.
can't match me intellectually, so you have to play around with your little radio toys and tell our secrets to the communists.
Yes.
So, if you like so much over there, why don't you just stay?
Well, I thought about it. Now, that's it. We gotta go. Too bad. I would have enjoyed spending more time with the guy who thinks I'm the Devil's Toe Jam. This is CBC. Back in a moment. West of the Rockies, you're on the air. Hello.
It's Art Bell?
Yes. Call toll free 1-800-618-8255. Well, first of all, I'm not going to allow you to use that word.
Well,
You're going to have to rephrase it. If you want to say, the way I have come to the defense of the gays, you may say that.
I will call them homosexuals.
All right, that's fine.
Because, see, you're defending them again. Saying that our Constitution grants them a right under the Constitution forged from the hand of God, the hand of God, our Lord, who forged this Constitution.
They do have rights under the Constitution.
They have no rights. They are, as far as I'm concerned, we should not be married and we should be gassing them. God destroys homosexuals. He hates them. How can you defend any kind of right for them to do anything?
Well, going with what you've just suggested. Now, hold on a moment. You are confusing God's job as you see it with yours.
We are charged with God's work. We should not be putting up with this. They are a destroyer of the family. This is the devil's attempt. And there's another example of how you are the devil's mouthpiece giving propaganda for the devil saying that our Constitution was reformed for the very hand of the Lord.
I am not the devil's mouthpiece.
You see, you cannot. You have to resort to your little radio trick because you cannot withstand the might of my righteous argument. And as far as I'm concerned, we are charged with the destruction of these vile creatures who are lower on the scale, who God hates even more than those who bear the mark of Cain. He hates them, and we must not put up with this in our society. They want to destroy the family and marriage.
God does not hate you. You're so full of hate that you dribble with hate.
You
Dribble with hate. You hear me? You dribble with hate.
the proper term of what they should be called. They should not be referred to in a friendly, less disgusting term. You know that these are disgusting people who just want to destroy our country, and you are right there, proudly helping them. And you owe me money as well because I was trying to get through, and I get so frustrated that I broke my phone.
Well, I was
So
waiting.
I'm charging you.
You know, I was waiting to see. I was going to let you go this time just to see if you had a heart attack.
What do you mean I am not going to have a heart attack?
I I mean, if they're real, I mean, spewing all of this hate, hatred you have, I've got to wonder if one of these nights you're not just going to wind yourself into a seizure or a blood vessel is going to burst in your little head and you're going to fall down dead.
I have love, and the Lord has caused me with clamping down because I have seen my country being destroyed.
Does God tell you what to do?
No.
Does God tell you what to do?
I have communications with the Lord, yes.
Directly.
Direct, yes, I do.
And so God, you are God's agent, and
He
you
gave me a new revelation, and I am the
New
revelation of the new revelation.
the new revelation.
That is correct. And then we will create a new world, not a new world order, mind you, because and the way you are conversing with your Canadian friends who are clearly an arm of the English, and you see, I know what they are planning to do.
What do you think they're going to do?
The Canadian aggression is fairly obvious.
Canadian aggression?
Yes, because when in conjunction with Mexico, Canadians who consider, because they lost these territories in the early relations of the year, they are wanting to get them back from us. The French and the Germans and the English, all enemies of America, and are combining with the Russians to take away our sovereignty as a nation to the New World Order, to the United Nations, because they want this land back. How about that land grab that Clinton just did?
All right, well, that's it. That's all I can say. I really thought he might work himself up into an event around here. One of these nights, I think he'll do it.
Turn down my radio because I have a few comments about your show tonight. You have gone totally over the line tonight. You have gone over the line. I am disgusted. And here this woman is fornicating with who is the devil. It's not. If it's anything, it's a demon coming to her in the middle of the night. And I know this because of the perverted act that is done not only to women but to men. And God has revealed to me in the new revelation that now in the end time, the demons will descend upon women and men and do horrible things to them. And you are promoting them. How can you sit there and allow this to go on the airwaves of our nation? This is why I am totally against you. And you have gone too far tonight. And your programs have just gone over the edge. You are too far. You ain't wait a minute. This is just some of the victims of nation our society. The homosexual lives have made homosexual marriage the rule that can be recognized and acceptable is unacceptable. We must stand together as Christians. Have a serious conversation here. You can sit there and talk to your little demon and demon voice, and you won't even listen to me. And the fact that you're trying to tell me that doesn't matter either. Why did you tell me how you told him that? When you threatened me, you off the air, you threatened me because I did not want to have that because of my house. You were threatening me. To be against me. I am a minister of the new revelation from the Lord. The anointing of the new commandment. And you break all of them every night. You hear me? You are a fornicator and a destroyer, a murderer of American portal. You are, and that woman, last night I would destroy her for what she is. She is a fornicator with demons. She is a perverted and a fornicator against the Lord. And your blasphemy has gone unchallenged and unchecked, and I'm here to crack down on you. And I command you, I rebuke you, that you stop this.
Something's leaving me. I think you've done it. West of the Rockies, you're on the air. Hi.
This is JC, and I'm glad that I finally got through to you. That you're not able to keep me from getting through to spread the word, because what you had the other night was unbearable. How dare you let someone smoke marijuana on the air? Don't you know what marijuana does to people?
What does it do? What does it do?
It can cause people to go crazy. They will go outrage and murder and rape and steal. You know, between 250 and 200. How about the parents of the teenager that's supposed to be going for the first time and think he can fly and jump off the Empire State Building or a bridge? How can you stand there and think that they should be legal?
They get squished. That's what
How can
happens.
you
You come off the
take
bridge
the
and
time
get
among
squished.
the horrible it's the devil's weed because they opened your mind to the devil and sucked you right in.
The devil's weed.
What are you talking about?
The devil has turn your radio. Now, hold it. Now, hold it.
Turn
Turn your radio off.
All right, there's my radio.
conservative, talking to God, getting new commandments. Is that right?
No, I am here to keep you in check. With the stories, the lives of conservative Christians and destroy America, and the fact that you mocked the Canadian invasion, don't you know that we can't cross the forms any time now? They've already assimilated.
You know what? You're exactly actually what I needed this morning. I feel so cleansed after your call. My program is over. Wouldn't you like to say good morning, America?
I do not. I think it's in America.
How about good night? Good night, America.
What's that?
I'll do it for you. Good night, America. Wait a minute. Now, I gotta know you mean that wasn't you?
No, you know it wasn't me because you set that up in order to discredit me.
I did not. I did not. Now, wait just 1 second. He sounded like a slower you all the way.
It was something that it's the total doppelganger, something that he had set up to discredit me because what he was saying about the fact that you predicting that the Hale-Bopp comet because you're bringing forth some kind of destroyer is wrong because the rest of the world is not coming down from a comet or an asteroid. It's coming down where the sky will open up and that glorious hand of the Lord will come down. My Lord will send it against you. And it's not going to be a comet.
All right.
No.
That's cool. Look, are you sure this is not your calmer younger brother?
No, this is not. You know, I believe you set that up with the Canadians just so that you could discredit me and discredit the revelation against me.
Why do you... What about the Canadians? What does it have to do with the Canadians?
You know exactly what it is. And it has to tie in with the fact that what you're doing with Alaska, who has been assimilated by the Canadians already, saying that you're going to go up there and you can get your orders for what you can do and you bring back to destroy America. And I'm outraged that you set that up, that you purposely had someone come on and try to take away. I switched phones. I had a whole new number that you cannot read when I was coming through. And so I called on the other line instead of the West of the Rockies, which is the one I need to call from.
Well, you know what? I think that maybe you do have somebody out there who is your... close to your brother.
No. Because what he was saying was wrong. He was trying to mistruth the lies and saying that the Hale-Bopp comet, the rest of the world is not going to come down to the comet. It's going to be the hand of God. It's going to come down to smite them and smite you for what you have done. This fornication against my name will not stand. And it was an postulation. And
The postulation?
yes, it was wrong of you to do that. And the fact that you're trying to discredit me and tie my name into that comet business, it would not be a way to take the photographs, so you can just tie my name to it. This entire conspiracy that you've been doing.
You know what I'm going to do for you? You know what I'm going to do for you?
What?
I'm going to do something that I promised myself I would never do, but I'm going to do. How would you like to be for a period of at least 30 minutes?
Yes.
How would you like to be a guest on the program?
That would be fine.
I mean, you could express your ideas in a way that you never have previously had enough time to do. You can answer callers' questions. You can, in effect, be a guest.
Fine with me. I'm all the better to spread the new revelation.
Really?
Yes.
All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you on hold.
All right.
And I will come to you at the top of the hour, get your number, and call you back. So we'll pay for the call, and we'll let you be a guest for at least half an hour. And let the audience call in and talk to you. All right, stay right where you are. Why not? It's Friday night. All right. So let's find out if he's really on the line first. Caller, are you there?
I am here.
Oh, you certainly are. All right. You've rarely been on this early in the program, and I am now going to give you that for which you have always wished, and that is more of a forum to say what you want to say. You always claim I never give you enough time.
That's correct. You always coming up and you subvert my words and turn them against me by calling me the devil's mouthpiece, which I am not.
All right. That's fair enough. Look. Do the dial thing. 702-727-1295. Wait a minute. No. I don't want your entire name. We never allow last names on the air. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to call you by nickname. How about JC?
That is fine with me.
JC, all right, from now on then, you will be known as JC. The man who, and you know what I want to know? I want to know why you think that I'm the devil's token, the devil's mouthpiece, why you think that I would forward the ideas of the evil one below.
Well, first of all, you have desecrated the holy ground of talk radio right-wing talk radio, when I began to see that the movement of talk radio was here to cleanse and clarify America with the greats such as Rush Limbaugh and Pat Robertson, you came along with it.
Talk radio.
No, what they talk. You bring forward all these new age ideas and you subvert Christianity by when you say, well, I believe in the Lord, and I think this, and I think that, and you bring on all these people who remote traveling, remote viewing, and conjuring, and human worship, and because you bring in the new age, which is like the Trojan horse of Satan, that the new age will come, and in will bring you all these great things of crystal and beauty, and what it does is you look at it, figures you're provoking people to go on the tractors and the Australia travel, and you attempt psychic phenomena, especially forbidden by the Lord, and by the Lord's convenience to do revelation. And you go to me and told me that you are bringing about this evil, foul desecration of America's nighttime people, because there are people who, what you do is you get them, and the way that I may leave the radios on after listening to maybe you go ready to Rush Limbaugh, and then you come along and creep into their subconscious and plant all kinds of evil ideas about fornication and
But listen, all that aside, otherwise, though, I'm a cool guy.
yeah, because you're very cool when you're burning in hell.
Burning.
I tell you that much.
Burning.
All right, look, I promised the audience I always get a chance to talk to you. They never get a chance to talk to you, so I'm going to let the audience talk to you. West of the Rockies, you're on the air with JC.
Hi, Art. This is Cynthia from San Diego.
Hi, Cynthia.
I'm the wife of Ed, who called earlier and called you a few times.
Yes.
Yes, basically, I have more comments and questions for JC.
Yeah, go ahead.
JC, I'm a Christian too, and I look at Art Show as a great open forum to discuss
You've always been corrected.
Well, sir, I don't agree with everything that comes on the air, and I think we have to
agree
agree
with some of the satanic stuff, and you just casually agree with Satan. Well, I don't agree with everything Satan does. I don't agree with the fact that Satan inhabits the minds of territories and tortures people, but no, some of the things that Satan does is all right. Is that what you're saying? You can be sometimes Christian,
Sir, I cannot apply the same standards to non-Christians as to other Christians.
What's that supposed to mean, non-Christians to other Christians? Either you're Christian or you're not. If you're a non-Christian, you're trying to go to hell.
Sir, you're trying to apply standards to art that he may not choose to adhere to.
But that matters. So it's like saying I was ignorant of the law. Either you obey the law or I make you murder, and then you say, oh, I'm going to follow the law. That's not my standard. I'm not going to adhere to the law because I feel murder is something I can be wild and free and give my love and hate freely, and I can just go and do whatever I want. And since I am not applying to those standards, well, Lord, since you have your standards, I have my standards, and I'm going to do what I want. So it's okay for me to murder. It's okay for me to kill people and rape and pillage and be broke and rock and roll and whatever else you want to do. So it's okay because I have a different standard. Let me tell you something. You don't have enough respect in your voice to be a Christian. And the fact that you come on here and claim to be a Christian is the fact that why we have so many people who are in the New Age to claim Christianity and the burning Christians into the evil New Age.
Let her speak.
Give me that.
JC, let her speak.
All right.
Sir, I consider you to be an embarrassment to Christianity, and the reason why I say that is because as Christians we are to follow Christ, and Christ never went around slamming people, tossing them into the ground, burning them, and they were going to burn in hell. He never, ever said
That should be enough. That's really not Christ say that to his apostles at one time.
Christ, whenever he had great respect for people,
When you read that, when you read the Revelation to Christ,
he never told them they were going to burn in hell.
what's that?
Christ never went around telling people that they were going to burn in hell. Now, he took people on one-on-one as he came across them, and, such as the woman at the well. I mean, if there was ever a woman who had done a lot of wrongs in their life, it was her.
All right, JC, there you go. See, she kind of made a good point there. She said Christ himself never went around doing what you're doing, saying people are going to burn in hell.
Well, I am charged with God's work. Someone's got to clean up this mess. No, in fact, I'm very close to God.
First time caller line, you're on the air with JC.
Good morning, Art. Good morning, JC. I'm Charlie. I'm calling from
rationale a number of times.
It's not hell, it's hard work.
Well, number one, I think Art is very level-headed. I enjoy his programming message. And I might be one of those new age people you talk about, but I'm 44 years old. I'm from the rock and roll era. Not a darn thing wrong with me.
Yeah, something probably cool. Well, there's nothing wrong with me. Oh, I listen to rock and roll. There's nothing wrong with me.
You're excited, your voice raises, you start talking at war paper, your mind going sub-light speed. You're not going to blood pressure. The first is doggone good. You need to mellow out, man.
No, you're the one who has the problem.
No,
You're the one who has the problem. Yeah, listen to rock and roll.
You are so warped mentally. I don't think there's a psychiatrist in the United States.
I don't know. I am on the level with the you might be on the level with the new age and the rock and roll generation, but you're nothing. You're nothing but you are a new age. You're the
Wait a minute. What is the matter? Hold it, everybody. Hold it. What is the matter with rock and roll?
Not a damn thing.
Let me see. Can I have a word right here?
All the power to them in the world.
What you said there's the power of the world that you're saying is in rock and roll. In fact, the rock and roll music, it powers the world of ignorant and sufficient, subverting them with horrible lyrics, such as
You are a still puppy, JC. You need to be taken out behind the barn like a sick animal and be put out of your misery, man.
I think
there's a lot of people out there. We laugh and get a good laugh out of it. I have an idea for a lot of people out there listening to you right now. And they're cold on the floor holding their guts and got tears coming out of their eyes laughing so hard.
All right. Let him ask. JC, ask your question.
Are you, sir, you sound like a homosexual. Are you a homosexual?
Oh,
Hey,
JC.
come on now. Where the hell do you get an idea like that?
Well, I don't know. You can always tell.
I am a happily married man. I love my wife very much. We're both night shift workers and day sleepers. I'm on my night off right now.
The devil undone.
JC, you ought to apologize for this.
JC, you're a sick puppy. You need to be taken out behind the barn like a sick animal.
He's going to apologize. He's saying I can tell he's a kind of sick animal.
Call it again and get a make kind of hate and get $600.
I have no hate. I have love. I am trying to save America from the clutches of the devil.
Oh, you're a one-man losing campaign. You are not personally in touch with God. You're not in personal touch with anybody. You're simply out of touch with the reality of the here and now. You're still living in the dinosaur age under a rock like a piece of life or a piece of moss. You need to get with it, man, or get out of the program.
All right, well, we'll hold it there. There you have it, JC. I just don't see how you can accuse over the phone. You have no way of knowing. You have no way of knowing what this man's sexual life is, and how can you accuse him of that? You, a man supposedly of God.
Well, there's lots of evil in the world, and the fact that he was coming out thinking about the new age, you would have to find. On what? On evil, damn corruption, and hate for the Lord.
Hate for the Lord. Hate for the Lord. Wildcard line, you're on the air with JC. Hello.
Hi, this is Cindy in Anchorage.
Hi, Cindy. Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you've got something against Alaskans, Cindy.
Well, that's true, because you've been corrupted already by the Canadian forces coveting America. You were a part of Russia for once in the first place, and the fact that they probably had generational subversion going on is not
Where
all
are
that
you
wrong.
getting your information?
With that,
Where are you getting your information?
I have my sources.
You have your information.
Normally, my primary goal is the Lord.
Excuse me, the comment I have for you is there are a lot of Christians out here that are sitting and listening to you, and you are making our job that God wants us to do a whole lot harder, because you're making Christians, and you're lumping all Christians together as, and I know I'm speaking for a lot of Christians out there, they're making us all sound like fanatics, but that's why we don't listen to
If you have a strong point of view anymore, you're a fanatic freak. If you know clean cut what's right and what's wrong, they call you sick. That's what's wrong with the world. Evil is accepted in our
But when you approach it the way that you do, who is going to listen? There is no love in your heart when you're trying to get the message.
No, there is love in my heart. I am
Okay,
trying
what
to
does that tell your actions should speak louder than your words. People should see Jesus in your heart without you even having to say anything.
No one is listening anymore. Everyone is turned away. They turned the deaf ear and a blind eye to the trade I'm trying to correct a mistake.
Well, I tell you, as far as what a art show goes, I don't agree with a lot of the things, the guests that come on and they say things. But if there are no other voices out there, how are people going to know?
There's no other voices out there.
Listen, how are people going to know
There
what's
is
out there?
another voice.
Are you going to, you want people to be ignorant about what is out there?
No, you don't need to learn about these kinds of psychic phenomena. What you are is you are There's a really great book that I know, and in fact it's been in print for a really long time. It's called the Bible.
I am not a religious person. I have a relationship.
You have that word. What do you say?
I said I am not a religious person.
Yeah,
I have a relationship with Jesus.
but you're not religious. Well. Okay.
No, religion is religion, and religion is something you do every day like that. Religion is Christianity. All right, religion is good. You need to have a relationship with Jesus.
What are you talking about? I do have a relationship. I have been imparted with the new revelation. Don't you understand that I am receptor of the new commandment, and that through me, God and I are working in full harmony to save the earth?
God works through lots of different people.
Not just you. He does not work through you, obviously, because you're just in denial. And you love art, and everything you can do is fine. And the morning,
I never said that.
American's fine with me. But that,
I didn't say that. Well, you are even listening. You don't even listen.
I am listening to you.
No, I said I do not agree with all of the guests that come on. But the way that you approach Christianity and trying to spread the gospel is with anger.
Okay, all right, so thank you. So what they're saying to you, JC, is that you're harming Christianity. You're harming it.
Well,
And I thought this ought to get through to you.
what I'm hearing is the fact of these people who have been infested by the devil. The streams of agony against my righteous mind. That's all I'm hearing.
How are you empowered to know they're infested by the devil?
Because I can tell. I know when someone's infected and when someone's crooked.
So you can tell that lady was infested by the devil?
Because I am on a constant pipeline with the Lord, and His Word is a part of the Lord.
With the Lord, all right. East of the Rockies, you're on the air with JC. Hello.
Yeah, this is Mike in Duke, Iowa.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, I heard I love your show. DJ, or
JC.
JC, you're right.
It's so backwards. I figured he was something different. I have two questions.
See how you just come on and insult me?
I have two
I
questions.
am a person too. I do not need to be insulted immediately by your phone call. I don't
Okay, I have two questions for you. The first one is, I'm curious as to what your definition of hell is.
Hell is absence of the Lord. Hell is the vision of peace and the wringing of hands. Hell is the flames and the fire and the worms that will work their way through your flesh as you live. And the devil pulls your skin off and dips you into boiling oil and torments you and laughs in your face and spits in your face. And he says, you were a fool. I turned you away. God put his hand up. God gave his only son.
Okay,
The world.
good point.
Well, no, you don't. Obviously not.
No, listen, I do, because as you read in the Bible, the only thing it says about hell is just merely the absence of God. It doesn't say anything about burning.
Punishment, my friend.
Punishment, yeah. Punishment being the absence of God.
But you know what?
My other
I
question,
think you're more comfortable thinking that, well, I would do without God. Isn't that enough of a punishment? Isn't that enough? But you don't have to. I'm all right. Well, it's just going to be no God. No God will be there to interrupt me when I want to go and do.
All right, well, brother, you wanted the definition of hell. We sure gave it to you.
yeah, okay. My other question was, do you believe in the seven deadly sins?
Well, there's more to tell it.
Well, do you believe in these seven that are given in the Bible? Okay.
What? The Bible. God said it. I read it. And that settles it.
Okay. One of the seven deadly sins is wrath, which you obviously are a sinner. How can you be supposed to God?
I am not filled with wrath. Oh, no. I am filled with the fury of the Lord.
No. How could...
I am charged, my friend. I have a spiritual charge because I'm not complacent, because I will not sit back as the ragings of Satan march across the face of America. That makes me wrathful.
Okay,
I have
a loving God. He is not filled with hate.
JC, he's saying you're a sinner.
No, I'm not. Yes, a sinner.
You're a wrathful, hateful person, JC. That makes you a sinner.
Yes, I am a sinner. I admit sin, and I go to the Lord to redeem myself.
Yeah. Well, as you should.
Okay?
Obviously, you're not
So
redeemed.
obviously, since you do not admit yourself as a sinner, you cannot be redeemed in the eyes of God. So you are going to hell before I do. By the definition in the Bible. That you
Change my name.
JC, you better think about it. He's saying you're going to the place you described, the worms, the burning of the flesh, JC. That's
So
how
you
you
already go. I have a place on the right hand of the Lord. Hallelujah. Amen. I will be there by his side as all of you are cast down into the pit. And I might just do you a favor of spitting on you when you beg for some water, but I am not going to be down there in the burning pit of hell with the boiling oil and the beast. Do you understand there will be all manner of horrible beasts?
well, yeah, I understand that you're at the bottom of the hour, so you gotta go. And thank you that this half an hour is over. I love your show, Art. I'll call you back later.
All right, sir. Well, we may continue. We may continue for a period. JC, you want to do more?
I feel desperately do more.
Hold on. We'll be right back. Burning up. You hear that, JC? Burning up.
I hear it.
Yeah, and not burning you're talking about. And JC, while we're on the subject, you know, what in the world is wrong with sex?
I'll tell you what's wrong.
Tell me.
It is corrupt and dirty and vile.
Is it?
That's correct.
My mama told me it was beautiful.
Beautiful. There's nothing beautiful about it.
There's nothing beautiful about a man and a woman doing the natural thing, JC.
It's unnatural.
Unnatural.
Unless you are in the specific act of creating children, new souls, the sexual act is a perversion of frenzy unbelievable.
You mean to say the normal act, even if not in the process of creation between man and woman, is a bad thing?
Horrible.
Harm? And the people who do it going to burn?
That's correct. If you're not doing it with the specific intent to honor God's decree to be fruitful and multiply. If you're doing it for the devil, then you're getting into a frenzy of sexual.
Doing it for the devil? Doing it for the devil? You mean just when man and woman love each other, get together, an intimate sexual act? That's bad?
It is not. Like I said, I have to keep repeating.
No, you don't. I got it. First time going to line, you're on the air with JC alone.
Art and JC, good morning, and peace to both of you.
Thanks.
Hey, JC, would you take a little advice from Brother Christian?
Yeah, hallelujah, Mr. Christian.
This is David in Los Angeles.
Hallelujah.
And first of all, I might just interject that look at this really bad rock the road.
Obviously,
Either it's a bad rock the road,
Rock the road
or
was
really
simply
it's a rock
a
and you
pawn
need to
in the act that he was attempting to degrade George Bush's victory.
Well, his character was corrupt from time to time. JC, you really need to work on that. Anyway, I believe that JC knows about as much about Christianity as Bob Joe probably knows about the price of milk, you know? JC, little advice for you. You're going to win more souls to the Lord with honey than you will a gun. You're not going to win friends for God, but you're
I have no problem with that.
And I know this is probably an act of a big scam, but I just want to let you know that a lot of people listen to the radio and are influenced by what you say.
I don't take kindly to your words of accusing my faith of being nothing more than a sham. I am not some time-a-minute preacher on television trying to get rich on and limousine and a whore. No, sir, I've been working for the Lord my entire life. My father raised me in the Bible way and conditioned my soul and my spirit to work for the anointing of the Lord. And for you to accuse me of being like one of those horrible preachers.
You know what I think? I think you got gold faucets, Jason. Gold faucets.
And an amusement park with a water flashing by. Let no evil talk come out of your mouth, but only such as is good for edifying as fits the occasion that it may impart grace to those
Don't
who hear.
quote me. I'm
I'm not quoting you, I'm quoting God, and obviously there's quite a difference between the two.
Well, he may be a little confused about it.
I'm trying to believe that. He's confused about his rock. For all Christianity, he's confused about God. JC, please pray get into the spirit and really consider a piece of what you're doing. I know it's fun to be on the radio and do a character voice on one of the greatest radio
I'm not
shows.
having a good time. I'm sick of hearing these people who are destroying America. And the fact that you have put the Bible against America more.
JC.
You are. I can't only hear you. I rebuke you. I bind you.
All right, well, I give up.
You demons. I bind you from doing more harm in the Lord's name. I rebuke you.
That's what I'm asking.
You and the demons in the fact that you feel
I think you're trying to tell. You have to know that one. I see you. You're testing the spell, JC.
I know.
All right, Wild Card Line, you're on the air with JC.
Art?
Yes.
Yes, I was on the other night. I was part of a bunch of international prophets from all over the world.
Oh, you're a prophet? You're a prophet?
Yes,
All right, hear that? JC is a prophet.
and I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I believe that Jesus has come in flesh as the Son of God, and we equally love Him with all our hearts. And Art, I should have to say, I was on the show the other night when you asked me about revolution at times. Remember that?
Yes, I remember.
Okay, this is me. Okay?
All right.
I travel all over the nation. I preach in all kinds of churches, Pentecostal churches. I preach in,
All right, so what is your point? What is your point for JC here?
okay, JC, one of the things that we are getting together on right now is that when we speak, we don't speak just to preach. We speak with the heart breaking to Jesus. We speak where He is heart is breaking to the world, like Brother said before. We want to win the world with honey. Now, one of the very heavy things that we do, we believe that God's power will convict the sinner to such a degree to where they will feel deeply, they will feel the power of God come upon them. Because
They're saying you're not honey, though, JC.
listen, JC, I hear what you're saying. I know that you know, out of your I've met a lot of people like you as I travel. And like I said, I speak here at a lot of places, even internationally. We are preparing to launch tremendous things all over the world. But one of the things we're teaching is that until people know God's heart, they can't fully obey Him. Until they know His love. Listen to what I'm saying. To the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet, okay? Until they know the heart of God, God won't release the power. Until we know the deep love of God for this world that is so hurting.
Preach on, brother.
Well, listen,
Agreed.
until they know.
All right. So there, he's just, that sounds like you do pretty much agree. Houston Rockies, you're on the air with JC.
Yes, this is Lloyd, this is Nebraska.
Nebraska, yes.
I'm curious. JC, where are you from? What state?
I am in California currently.
Okay, I was curious. I didn't think I'd heard any mention of it. I am going through some of the things that I hear and feel that you're experiencing regarding the government and people understanding me.
I trust the government. I don't distrust our government.
Okay, my question to you is, do you have a driver's license? Where in the Bible it says that the city is condemned, is that right?
No, you're going to tell me.
No, it's something that the Lord showed me.
So I'm sending back driving.
Go down the path with it, JC.
I'm not saying there's no...
Whatever.
I'm not
All right, go ahead,
saying...
man. You're going to make some point that I'm a sinner.
No. All I'm saying is I have discovered that there's at least two of me. One is created by God in the flesh. The other is created by the state. Are you with me?
What are you talking about? Created by
Yes, scientific reason. No. Do you have a birth certificate?
I do.
Okay, who created that birth certificate?
Well, ultimately the Lord did because He created everything. So does any trying to tell me that I should hate the government because I have a birth certificate and a social security number and that I should be going your revolution, start blowing up buildings, Well, I don't think so, my friend. I love our government, and the fact that the New World Order is attempting to make us hate our government, so we'll check their accounts when the time comes. So, well, you don't like what you're doing. Your government lied to you. Your government's experimenting on you with chemicals and radiation. So why don't you just come and be a part of our big world love, New Order, and embrace anyway, leave your Christian American heritage to the past, burn your Constitution, give up your guns, and just join the new, the New World Order. No, I do not stand with the fact that I have a birth or a driver's license or pay my taxes or love the state that I live in or love America that I and in any way is there. And if you would imply love in America, you hate America, it's the same. You in your passion. And I
Are you sorry you said anything at all?
This is almost the way.
Almost.
Okay, what's one more question?
Really? Great, cool. Go ahead.
What is your definition of humbling?
Humbling.
Yeah, working on this humble myself. Humbling. Down on your knees.
my definition is to get before the Lord, look up against the heart, opening your hands together, and say, Lord, I am a sinner. I have broken your commandments. I have rebuked and turned against your ways. I have adopted the ways of the world.
You know what I want to know? No, wait a minute. No, right now, let me stop you right there. I want to know what sins you committed, Jason.
None, they've all been wiped away, wiped clean.
Wiped clean. The slate has been wiped clean.
No, any sin.
You did sin?
No, I did not.
You did not sin. I thought you just said you were sin.
In the eyes of the Lord, I am as pure as the mountain snow.
Ooh, are you now? West of the Rockies, you're on the air. You're on the air with Mr. Pure JC. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Yes, you're on the air.
Alright. I need to speak with JC.
Yep. Go ahead.
Alright, are you listening, JC? You know what this is? What was my interest? I have a word for you.
Well,
Okay? Son, come home. You are embarrassing me. You understand? You are the first excuse of the demons that I've ever put on God's good earth. Come home. Right now. What are you talking about? What is it? Get up there and come home. And I am embarrassing me. Okay? I'm losing more followers. Well, I just did. You understand that? Okay? Oh, I understand. That's what it is. Come on. Go home. Oh, you. I will keep me. You don't understand. You understand? So you
call us toll free. 1-800-618-8255.
How dare you? How dare you use that word? How dare you?
Well, I took it out. Jason will show you what kind of nice guy I am. I don't have. I took it out. I didn't have it. I took it out. I didn't have it. Well, you heard it. They didn't. East of the Rockies, you're on there with JC. San Antonio, Lee, you're going to have to speak up real loud. Yeah.
My friend, if you were a red loop, I already you took my name.
All right, he just wants to know if you read Luke, that's all.
No. You need to be more interested in chapter 6, verse 37.
In what?
Luke chapter 6, verse 37.
He's quoting at you there, JC.
Judge not, and they shall not be judged.
Oh, yeah. How about
Condemn not,
that,
and they
JC?
shall not be condemned.
How about that, JC?
Well, I think that goes for those who are not anointed by the new revelation. I am available. You see, I am working in close proximity with the Lord. God and I have decided. He came to me when he wanted to create the new revelation. So those who understand the fact that I am anointed. And I am close enough to Jesus to judge you. So, you better believe it, because when the time comes and I'm handing down your punishment, you're going to be mighty surprised.
Well, it's the worms again and the skin being pulled off you and...
Luke 6:36. Be ye merciful, as your Father is merciful.
All right.
I don't have any, I love you, I love you too, Leo.
Thank you. You don't have any response to that, huh? That's the Bible stuff thoughts you told, huh?
I don't need sinners to quote the Bible to me.
All right, what's the Rockies? You're on here with JC.
Yeah, is this JC?
Turn your radio off, sir.
Okay, just a
Turn that radio off. We
No,
don't
this
need...
is Charlie Whitwell for the last hour. Who do you think it is?
Is this
The
JC?
answers are stupid on top of it.
I ain't called you stupid, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I got a question. You seem like a well-read man in the Bible. I go to church quite often, but I find myself incredibly attracted to my preacher. So what should I do? That makes me homosexual,
What's
right?
that?
No, JC, pause. Be silent for a moment so you might hear. This man goes to church a lot. He can't find himself attracted to his preacher. Is that what you said, Paul?
Yes.
You what? You're attracted to your preacher.
Yeah,
But the problem is your preacher a man or a woman? I can tell you what
he's a man and I'm a man, and I have these horrible attractions to men and get sexually aroused. I'm not sure what I should do.
Well, what should we do? Should we have a party for you? Your big turnout party on the Art Now show. I love my preacher. I can't help but look at my preacher and lust for his body. Well, obviously,
I think he does. I think he does.
Understand, JC? I'm getting in touch with your feminine side, aren't you?
He said you're getting in touch with your feminine side, JC.
I'm a man. God created me entire 100% man.
First time home, area 702-727-1222. JC,
Get yourself some help.
JC, don't get carried away. I can't let you use phrases like that either. First time caller line, you're on here with JC.
Well, the man, wait a minute. Before
No, don't go backtracking or I'll have to hit the thing again. That's all right. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, Mark. This is Bishop Adam. I'm the bishop of a very large Christian congregation.
There you go.
And I'm taking quite, I have taken a immense amount of issues with this man who pretends to be a Christian.
All right, Bishop, why?
I would like to have, with our permission, just a little debate.
All right, JC, you better listen. This guy's a bishop. Go ahead.
what do you want to tell me what
I am the bishop of a congregation of worldwide 100,000 people. And my name is Bishop Adam, and this is the Rainbow Church of Eden.
Rainbow Church of Eden?
Yes, we are
Are you based out of San Francisco? Are you a friend
No,
of
no,
Max
no.
Muller?
No, I'm from Keith.
Rainbow Church of Eden. Well, hallelujah. You know what? I think I'm just going to quit going to my Baptist church and just join up with the Rainbow Church of Eden because you heard a bishop about it.
Yes. Please, we would join you in judgment. Because we are dedicated to the true Christian way as spoken in the Essene
Christian way.
The Essene Gospel of Peace, translated as one of the best peace scrolls. Tell us about all of Jesus' life.
Are the worst hosts in the world.
The real Jesus is not as
By the evil, mind you, who are over in the Mideast who are attempting to destroy Christianity.
Please have respect for a bishop and let me speak.
Well,
And we are dedicated to the restoration of innocence in Eden, as it was in the beginning.
well, then see, that all goes back to false Eve. If she hadn't done the thing with the apple, then we wouldn't be here right now.
No.
The women are weak-willed and this is drowning in a down. Sounds like you've been drugged down too.
And
You want to return to Eve so you can partake of the apple some more, don't you?
no. Well, this is the innocence. You see, the trouble begins when people begin wearing clothing.
Oh,
And
I see.
God is
Well, run around
a purity, a childlike innocence and purity. He did not mean for man to wear clothing.
Do you hear that, JC? People shouldn't wear clothes.
Because how can you say that
I
body?
differ with you on that.
Tell me this: is the human body beautiful, or is it bad? It's a repulsive thing. Okay, so
Want it in a sexual organ.
the repulsive thing that makes sense.
What do you mean the human body's a repulsive thing, JC?
The naked human body is disgusting. You must keep it covered. Our sexual parts show in the lust that would be generated by a naked society would drive this world into a hedonistic orgy of evil.
Hedonistic orgy of evil. All right, JC, we're out of time. I've given you your hour in the sun.
One more thing.
One last thing.
That you were all deluded by the devil. He has clouded your eyes and clouded them in a mass of evil and distortion. So you better get God and Jesus in your life or you're going to burn. Simple as that.
See you later, JC. Bye. Western Rockies, you're on the air with Willie Nelson. Good morning.
Yes, it would figure that you would have on your program a dope-smoking, tax-dodging, government-hating hippie. That would figure for you one who has murdered not 39, but now 43 people who you sent to their dooms by watching a comic.
Willie, this is a fellow named JC. Features himself to be a preacher.
Country and Western. But you give it a bad name. Well, how about someone like Hank Williams who sings good songs about the heartland?
This is JC. Features himself to be a preacher, Willie.
He's doing great.
I've administered the new revelation from the Lord, and you are against the Lord's work, just like the gentleman who told the gentleman with the t-shirt that he has to take that off, that he was causing disruption among those who were there to follow the true faith. And in Art Bell,
Willie, he thinks I'm the Antichrist.
well, you murder, your body count's piling up. You can't say that you're not.
He's talking about the Heaven's Gate suicides.
You're trying to dodge
Blaming
it.
that on me.
You're trying to dodge that.
I didn't know whether you did it or not.
Feel that you were at the...
JC, be
They say you left your motor running.
yeah.
No.
Be calm, JC.
Yeah, I am calm.
No, you're not. You're never calm.
Well, yes, I am. I ain't trying to say that I have a problem. No, I don't. I have a problem with the fact that you bring on subversives onto your program. We're trying to say that the government...
Subversives? All right, JC, enough for
Are
now.
you holding your nose while you're talking?
I've often wondered about that myself, Willie. Mercifully, he seems to be gone. But he'd just go on and on if I let him. Are you a proud subversive, Willie?
My proud birthday. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's the way I feel about it, too. Western Rockies, you are on the air. Good morning. Hello?
Yes, I want to say that you should not be on television spreading your horrible corruption.
Oh, well, look, first of all, I know who you are, and you know that I know who you are. Turn your radio off.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Even you have got to turn off your radio. Those are the rules. And
Quit talking me around and let me get my award in edgewise.
all right, let me hear what you can do, edgewise.
Well, first of all, I just want to say this whole thing about pet food is so what? I mean, it's just meat, and if you're going to throw it in there in the stew, they're just dumb animals anyway, and especially those evil, filthy cats, they would be cannibalizing humans if they could get their tiger paws on it, if you ever see what happens in the wild, especially with that berserker tiger that killed that trainer in front of those people. You know, that they're filthy, vicious, devil animals, and they're perfect for you and your show, but as far as I'm concerned, they could melt them all down, and I don't really care.
Did you say evil, filthy cats?
That's true. That's true.
That's the most disgusting thing I've heard from you yet. I mean, this really tops it all.
Well, of course, they're your familiars. They're used in witchcrafting. What they do is they go out and they entrance people.
Oh, so now you're saying that cats are evil, is that right?
Inherently, that's correct. All right, now listen, and another thing is about this adultery, that horrible hussy slut going around and defending our military should not get out of this, should not be able to wiggle out this, her little ways. You know, she should be tried the way a man is tried and punished like a man. If she wants to play like a man, if she can't take it, then she should be, you know, it's another side of how they're infiltrating and demoralizing our military.
Well, what do you say about a man who gets away with it?
What's that?
I said, what do you say about a man who gets away with it?
Gets away what?
gets away with adultery in the good old boys club.
Burn in hell. This is how the whole new world order, what this is all about, is breaking down our military with immoral, evil people.
Well, at least you're consistent there.
Well,
I finally found something I can give you points for, but if you don't like cats, I don't know about you at all.
well, I don't like them. They're filthy animals. You know what? Whenever they come around my yard, I shoot my air gun at them. And I've hit a couple.
You
And
shoot cats?
they go squalling out of there at a million miles an hour. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Praise the Lord and pass the pellets, huh?
When they're the devil's animals, it's okay to eviscerate and destroy them.
The devil's animal.
And your death has just been more subversive. And you're getting crazier than I've even thought that you could be.
You really do love me, don't you?
So as far as all your deals of diseases being made up by the government and loosed upon the population, that's just idiotic.
You live through the grace every word I say. You hang on every phrase.
They take away our guns so they can send us in like it happened in Tiananmen Square, and they can roll over us with the tanks and just destroy us, and you're just helping facilitate that.
Anybody who shoots cats with a pellet gun ought to have the gun taken away.
No. You see, you're the one who's behind the defamation of our politicians by saying that they're corrupt and crooked and evil. How can you say that about them?
They are. I know.
Our government is a beautiful thing, and people like you and Tim McVeigh who want to tear down our government should you should not be on the airwaves.
Now you're putting me in the same class as Timothy McVeigh.
You have murdered before 39 people out chasing a comet. I'd say that's a pretty high body count.
I murdered them?
That's right.
I murdered those people?
Yes, you did.
Oh, really?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you might as well have been there and pulled the trigger on each one of those.
Is that so? JC, I'm curious. If I were to tell you to walk off the pier, would you do it?
I would not, because I do not take command from Satan.
Walk off the pier, Casey.
I don't think so.
You want to take a long walk off the very short pier, Casey.
Your worship of Satan is so scary here, using that voice.
I love you, Casey.
Satan, and
I love your voice.
as far as I'm concerned, the city councilwoman should not be looking into UFOs. She should be trying to balance the budget instead of playing around with spaceships.
You're cool.
You know what? You've seen too much Star Trek. You've seen way too much Star Trek, and you're probably smoking reefer, and you're out of your mind with all this craziness, and you're just really going over the edge.
Over the
You
edge.
just can't seem to contain yourself anymore. Look, I just want to know why you won't talk straight conversation with me.
Because you don't do it.
Yes, I do. I'm bringing forth the new revelations from the Lord anointed onto my forehead, through my voice into the airways. I'm trying to save a nation, and you're just trying to tear it down.
All right, JC, that's it for tonight. It was lovely hearing from you once again.
Good night.
Here's your onion book. Oh, fine.
Finally got through. You cannot hold back the righteous mind of the new revelation. I have to what you perpetrate, you filthy beast. How dare you resist the word of the Lord? How dare you glorify and revel in the devil who wages in? I am so disgusted by you and what you have done to the airwaves of America. The fact that you sit there and blatantly worship and love the devil, it's disgusting.
I don't worship the devil.
Yes, well, at least she has the tenacity of honesty to come forward and fully her faith is the enemy of the Lord. At least she would do that and not claim to be a remote viewer or a Native American.
Now wait a minute now. She claimed to worship the devil, not me.
Well, you just because you are a coward, you will not admit the fact that you worship the Satan.
No, I don't.
And the fact that the whole stock market crash was orchestrated by the Canadian agents, and the fact that we had that evil man from China in there. Don't you remember what happened in Tiananmen Square where they rolled over all those war troops in the middle of the Tiananmen Square and killed them and got the devil's tanks and guns? Do we really want that in America?
That was Tiananmen Square. Tiananmen Square.
Don't call the same to me. Doesn't matter. The one we make, they are nothing policies for the Waco. It's the same damn thing. And you and all the Satanists and the New Agers out there and all you blasphemous, yes, the righteous mind of the New Age will crush you
actually glad. I'm glad to hear you're still alive. I was actually concerned for you.
I have been trying to get through, and you want me to get through my life. You never allow me to get through.
Now wait a minute. That's not entirely new. What do you mean I made an attempt on your life?
My brakes on my truck were cut, and I checked him not too long before I went out. When I took him to the mechanic, he said that they were not cut. He said I was just going to have a proof, but I know what happened. They were cut, and he was working with them inside the conspiracy, and his right taxes, he wanted to get the case to prove that there was a dictator on my life by the New World Order and the Canadian invaders. The fact that, and speaking of the Canadians, the fact that there was no Canadian aggression, you must be by saying that there was no Canadian aggression. Look what they did. They took our fishing boats hostage. They were the planes who invaded.
I did not cut your brake lines. I did not.
I know that it has something to do with the new revelation and the new world bankers that are trying to stop the new revelation and the Satanists, because you have the Satanists on there. You have them on there. You have the Native Americans, which is really, they are just Satanists.
Why do you call yourself JC?
Time for a purge.
I want to know why. I want to know why. I want to know why you call yourself JC.
What's that?
Why do you call yourself JC?
No, you can't do that. You're not allowed to give your last name on the air. You know you're not allowed to give the last name on the air.
Well, thank you.
All right, let's modify that. Your name is Jonathan Christian, which is your middle name, right? All right, now we know why you call yourself JC, but don't you think that's a little presumptuous?
I can't even get a word in edgewise. Why don't you know why I said?
You can't get a word in edgewise.
It's time for purge. All right, it's time for
A
purge.
purge of what?
Purge of the fake. And the devil wants to purge. And the people in the new world bankers. It's time for purge. It's time to bring back the state. Yes, I said it's time to burn these people. Burn them at the stake and get them out of our sight.
Never get me off the stage. Never.
It's time for the Vikings of the Lord.
You will never get me off the stage.
It's time to fire the ovens for the queens and the queers and the reds and the Jews. All of them have to go.
Oh, man. Now, wait a minute. You want to repeat that one?
I said it's time to fire the ovens.
Ovens.
The queens and the spoons and the reds and the Satans and the Jews and all those who want to bring America down.
And you claim to be a godly person, and you're ready to burn up homosexuals, you're ready to burn people of different skin colors, you're ready to burn people of different religions.
To clean the face of America, to burn with righteous fire this land.
There's nothing righteous about what you just said. You know what you are? You're nothing but a lousy little bigot hiding behind God as some sort of righteous protection for your lousy views.
You glorify Satan as you denounce the new revelation.
You know what I think? I think
You sound just like the thing.
No, I don't. I have the love of the Lord.
love of the Lord, my butt.
You
Love of the Lord, my butt. You've got love of the Lord? Do you want to burn people? Anybody here who you want to burn them up, huh?
Those who denounce and renounce the word of the new revelation and stand against me, you will go to hell.
It's people like you who give God a bad name.
Wrong. It's people like you who give America a bad name. What right do you have to put Satanists on the air, or remote controllers, or remote viewers? I haven't tried so much to get through.
Hey, you know what? That Satanist that I had on the air, you know what? She sounds like a kitten compared to you.
Wrong. She's a cougar cat demon witch. At least she had the tenacity to come forward and show her face to my enemy.
Well, I thought she was rather blatantly honest. Now, I certainly don't agree with her, but I certainly don't agree with you. And you know what? I'm so shocked at what you said tonight. To me, you sound like Satan yourself.
No, I am not Satan. I want to purge and clean America.
Purge and clean America. Is your middle name, are you J.C. Adolf?
Who's that?
Adolf Hitler?
Who?
You sound like Adolf Hitler.
Hitler.
Yeah, Hitler.
Oh,
Hitler. Get the ovens ready. Burn anybody who's any different.
I'm talking about the state. The state. We must return to the state and burn the witches and the heretics, those who spit the face of the new revelation. People like you, I want to destroy America. You don't understand what it's like on the front lines of this world.
All right, well, that's enough. I was going to say it was good to hear that JC was still alive. But I don't know, after this little display tonight.
I really am shocked. Now maybe he just got himself too worked up, but I thought the real JC slipped through there. What did he say? He wanted to burn the blacks, the homosexuals, the Jews, me, and a bunch of others. Anybody, oh my. All this godly preaching that JC has given me over the months and now even the years, and he wants to burn anybody that he considers ungodly or doesn't agree with him. JC is a very special person. We haven't heard from him in it's been at least a year, maybe more. Here's JC if he waited.
If I'm still here, I am not going to give up.
All right.
Defeated by your football.
JC, I want you to do something for me. Look down at your hand right now.
What about my
Can you see your hand?
hand?
Yeah. Can you see your knuckles?
My knuckles are... Yes, I see them.
Are they bleeding?
What do you mean, are they
They
have in the past because I've had to smash my phone and my radio because of what you said. You owe me money for that too, by the way.
Yeah, I bet I do. Send me a bill.
I want to get one of those messages because you've been stalking me and creeping around in my bushes.
Stalking you?
Yes, harassing me, calling my phone at all hours of the morning.
That's an outright lie. You know, I remember you said you thought I was calling you, didn't you?
No one's been calling me.
Well, it hasn't been me. And I don't know, frankly, who would voluntarily call you at all.
Lots of people said they're looking for guys.
What kind of...
And I want to say how glad I am to finally hear that the CIA is taking care of that. I'm Pinko, left-wing, liberal, homosexual platform, KPFA. I'm so glad that station is going to go off the air. I hate that station. I have been familiar with it for years, and I've heard the dribble coming out of that still.
Well, you know, the way you characterize it, JC, don't you think that's a little extreme? Don't you think that there's a place in America for all kinds of views, radical views?
No, America was
You really don't. You are the most narrow, myopic-minded, you know, I even say human being. What?
I was being nice today. I was putting it nice. You don't want to know how I really feel about it.
My God, no, I don't. Not on this program. Let me tell you something, JC. You are exactly the kind of person who would be taken down first, along with the radio station you referred to, extreme views of all kinds. They'd take you out and they'd burn you at the stake, JC.
Stake burning.
Stake burning, yeah.
No, listen to me. America was founded by people like me.
Was it now?
Yes, it was. Conservative Christians who wanted freedom. The freedom of religion means
Freedom for
Christianity.
freedom for the right kind of people who had exactly the same kind of views as they had, right? But not same for anybody else, right?
For me.
Yeah,
People like me.
Yeah, right. People like you.
Freedom.
To prove how full of it you are, I'm going to let my audience ask you some questions, as I did once before.
So these are taking form of sentences coherent.
I don't know. We're going to find out. First time caller line, you're on the air with JC.
Hi, Art. This is Mark from Spokane, Washington, listening to you on Supercross 1510 KGA Country.
Yes.
There you go.
I have kind of a comment about JC's view and the women.
Yes.
First of all, the book which he claims to read, I'll paraphrase, it says for us men to love our significant other. And I'm going to quote it because I know you didn't like that on the air, but it does say that. And in my opinion, JC, I am a Christian, and it does say that we should in other words, not treat them like an inferior species.
Listen. Have you ever heard of tough love? And the thing about it is, by loving them, taking command of their will, we are loving them because they are incapable. It is love that we have. They are incapable of making decisions that are right and moral and just because they are created as less than man. They are support staff for the man. God had a plan when he created woman. He said, Adam's down there, he's not a very good cook. He's not cleaning up, and he's smelling. He's scaring away all the animals.
Adam's not a good cook.
What?
Adam's not a good cook.
Listen, that's not the purpose of man to cook. He has to hunt the beast. And if he smells bad hunting the beast with the dirty one off the or whatever, and then he can't get his job done. And so the Lord said, I love him. We can't have two bosses, so let's create one to support Adam. But the will is going to be weaker because it's only a part of him. You see? And so it is our love, through our love, that we take command of the inferior will of a woman, which is, let's say, by taking because the will is so weak, they
So
should be able to
that's
fool her.
not true. That's not true.
Yes, it is. It's her fault. It's his marriage. Listen, are you calling God a liar? How dare you? No. How dare you call God a liar? It's in the book. You want to read the book?
I do.
No, you don't. You're lying. You're calling God a liar. Listen to you.
You know what I'm going to say to you is that you're preaching condemnation when the
I don't believe in condemnation either. And if
Condemnation.
we're speaking it because it's given the okay to fornicate at will.
you misheard me. I said you're preaching condemnation. I mean, meaning hate. You know, and
You're preaching hate. He said you're preaching hate.
I have love. I am not preaching hate to anyone. God's love is not hate, and the right thing is not hate. Listen, we have to do the right thing, and the Lord wants us to do it. You talk to the Lord directly, go, I have a hot right to the Lord. And he said to me, he said, Stacey, the world is going astray. Stacey, you need to put love to America. You need to remind America of the heritage. And he said to me, he got to get through tonight. He said, you dial with your fingers, please. And I did. And I got through.
I knew there was bleed. I knew it. I knew there was blood on his fingers. All right, caller. Thank you.
you're very open-minded for your show. So you have a good night then, Art, and God bless. And I'll keep you and your family situation there in my
Yes, please do. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Wild card line, you're on the air with JC.
Yeah, I got a question for him.
All right. Turn your radio off. That's
All right, hold on.
by the way. Everybody else do that when they get on the air, so have it nearby so you can
Okay.
All right. JC's here. Go.
Okay, JC, if God, women's so inferior, this is the first question. Why would God bring his son through a woman? The next,
Wait till he's finished with the question, JC.
Okay, the next question is, in the lineage, Jesus Christ himself on the women's side, the women, like the walls of Jericho, that's in Jesus Christ's lineage. That woman there, and she's like ill repute. You're judging women when God has put them on a pedestal. He doesn't run them down.
Yeah, thank you.
He picked, I picked a woman. Why didn't he pick a man? He talked about he should have made a man give birth to the Savior. No, he picked a woman.
Well, look, it's being mighty hard for a man to give birth.
Well, then why didn't he just materialize?
Well, the caller has a point. The caller said, look, the Lord had a choice. He could have made he could have fixed it up so men were able to bear children. He didn't. He picked a woman to have the Savior.
Listen. That is because it's
Woman, without women on this world, we are barbaric. I hate to say it, Anglo-Saxon is a
Oh, yeah, you're white bastard, huh?
no, I'm just telling you how we've done through history. If you don't like history, you're stuck, and that's your problem. You're the one preaching hate. You're the one that wants to destroy what God has created. God created marriage.
Yes, he did.
And woman read the New Testament. It talks about being equal, sharing the burden together. And you just lost. You're blinded by your own right. You're a self-righteous person.
You're not making
And you're the ones that hurt true Christianity, JC. You're the one one of the reasons why this world is getting the way it is.
You know what, JC? A lot of people have said that, not just that man, that you are destroying Christianity.
Truth hurts, and these people who are these are people who probably, they read the horse goes in the morning in the paper and go, oh, well, maybe I better not go to church today because the horse says not to. These are people who are taking so much of the worldliness and they mistake the real thing as being hate. So.
All right, so really, did you hear my guest, JC?
The one you got on tonight?
Actually, yeah.
He was, yes, I heard him. This is why I'm so angry because, dude, he acts like I am outraged with him.
Even you, JC, you're becoming more feminine by the day.
I am not. I'm always there.
Sure you are.
God made me man.
All right, well, Houston Rockies, you're on the air with JC Law.
JC still there?
Yep.
Yeah, I just like to tell him that I'm a progressive.
professed Christian, and it seems like to me that he's the kind of person that professes to be a Christian that gives all of us other Christians the bad name.
See, I told you, JC, a lot of people say that.
Y'all sound like a broken record. They say the same thing about Pat Robertson, Pat Buchanan.
No.
Yes,
They don't get on the radio and sit there and hoot and holler like a wild man.
Because you're not familiar with revival preaching and preaching fire. You're not familiar with it. If you're afraid, turn off your radio. If you can't take the heat, then don't sin, because you're going to go to hell.
Honey draws more flies.
Huh? Don't call me honey. You're honey. How dare you? I knew that you were something wrong with you.
JC, do you really believe that people will burn in hellfire and brimstone and all? You believe all
I'll
that?
tell you, there's a very special place where your listeners are, and it's that. If you hit the boiling sewage, the skin will be taken off, and it'll be picked up, and it goes into the boiling sewage tank. Yes, it's fire, and gnashing of teeth, and wringing of hands, and all horrible manner of things. Yes, I believe in hell.
The true Christian would be preaching love and forgiveness.
I like the fire better than I did the boiling pits of sewage. Wild Card Line? Yeah? All right, Wild Card Line, you're on the air with JC now.
JC, have you ever got back to the book of Isaiah? I paraphrase when it says in these days that the women will rule over the men.
That's the final days of Armageddon, and today's the days of it backwards, and everything will be wrong. Women are not to be the Lord. Women, like I'm trying to say.
So you're not really into goddesses, are you?
No! God is a man. God is not a mother.
JC, how about religious freedom? And you know that
Freedom for Christians.
well, hold it for a second. Hold it for a second. I think you'll find the Muslim world. Have you ever seen the film Not Without My Daughter?
I have not seen that film because I refuse to watch anything dealing with Muslimism.
Well, I think you'll find that it's very dangerous to that. No?
Muslims are a bunch of religious nuts, and I don't like them.
You don't believe in freedom of religion for anybody but yourself. That's it.
Listen to me. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you, and you're just trying to double talk me and call me a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim.
I thought you're being very facetious, all right? But at the same time, if you believe in religious freedom, I mean, you can look at the other half of the world, be they Hindu or Muslim or Shinto or whatever. They believe what you believe here.
You're not allowed to say that on the air.
He doesn't believe in religious freedom. That's honest.
I do believe in religious freedom.
Yeah, freedom
But it's a religion. It's
freedom.
only one.
Yeah, what you mean is freedom to believe as you believe only.
Right, he certainly doesn't believe in extending religious freedom to anybody else.
That's right.
This country was founded on the fact that our founding fathers were trying to get away from all the pagans and the Muslims and the crazies in Europe, and they said freedom of religion, freedom for Christianity to reign supreme.
Well, sir,
You don't know history very well.
well, I think this. All right, I do agree with you, which might surprise you on the premise that based on roles that God has given women motherhood, and in the scriptures it teaches that the women are to follow the men as the men follow Christ.
Listen, I cursed them with the curse of blood. That's what they did to Adam.
Well,
What he did? Eve was weak.
Do you give up calling?
Eve was weak.
oh no, not at all. I
And it's my weakness that got her in trouble. She said, come on over here, fight it out. And her women said, ooh. And you know, I want to have everything. The rise of femininity has given, and Jerry Falwell pointed out that this Lilith bear is going across the countryside with a bunch of rampaging lesbians. They're out of control.
if you would talk fast, my mind doesn't work quite as fast.
That's because you have it.
All I do is get to work now. Well, in any case, I say that art should, you use an art of saying that you're an apologist for I think people find that art is very concerned about the race and a strategic weapon.
All right, hold it right there. We're not going anywhere else with that one. Soviet Union. First time caller line, you're on the air with JC.
Hi, Eric. This is Paula from Hawaii.
Hi, Paula.
How are you?
Finally, the feminine point of view.
Yeah, remember you called me Kelly Becky once?
Oh, God. You have just mentioned one of the most evil programs ever.
One of the funniest.
I was one of the best
That is one of the funniest programs ever put on.
That program is one of the most demeaning programs we've ever watched.
Let her say something. She's calling all the way from Hawaii. Let her say something, JC.
Yeah, I'll turn my phone down to him. Here's mine.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, I'm wondering if your guest tonight is going to discuss the rituals that the Illuminati are going to be performing in the Great Pyramid later this month.
Highly doubtful.
Okay.
And theoretical physicists. Now, do you have any questions for JC?
Just let him know, takes one to know one.
I have a question for you, woman. Hey, I have a question for you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Remember your band?
Wait a minute.
Did you just take the heat? Just take my right morality.
Yeah. Wild card line, you're on the air with the righteous, moral JC.
I only get one quick little comment, and that's for JC. Actually, it's Steve for you. For your pleasure. Remember Liberal Charlie?
He's on a cellular phone, JC.
Oh, go ahead.
You remember Liberal Charlie?
Yes.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if maybe JC is maybe his third cousin or something.
No, that one even I couldn't swallow.
Charlie.
And, I know, I just
Some years ago. No.
anyway, have a good night.
No, they had a similar wine, that's about all.
I remember him.
Oh, you do?
He was the voice of Toby.
East of the Rockies. East of the Rockies, you're on the air with JC.
Hey, Art.
Hey,
How are you?
what's on your mind?
You said you're guiding people, right?
What?
You're guiding people, Jason.
It's like a beacon of hope.
Are you guiding them to the weed bin?
The what?
The weed bin, the nut house.
What about the other?
Is that sounds like where you're calling from?
You're calling to insult me.
Now, you see how people perceive you, Jason?
I've never
It's
heard
an intellectualized comment. He has to insult me. And attack
You
my voice.
told Art you was in your pussy. That's
Who
ridiculous.
has been stalking me?
Art, yes, God bless you for letting this man talk. It's been the funniest show I've ever heard. I swear to God.
You won't be laughing when you were thrown into the boiling pit of sewage.
That's wonderful.
There's a place with your name on it. You better get a lot of sunscreen now, buddy, because you're going to burn if you can.
I came on for a full night, man.
Yeah, one of these nights, we'll do that. I don't know if anybody can handle it, JC. You think you can do a whole night sometime, JC?
I have the righteous constitution of the Lord, and a full night would be no problem at all. I have the religious might, and my word is so vital to America that I would do a full night, and I could still go. I could have my own show. Well, I could do my own show.
I don't know if I'd go that far. But having you on for a full night, or at least a part of a night, as much as anybody could stand, that might be fun.
I don't have to take the pistol.
That's the young up. Well, tomorrow night, Dr. Michio Kaku will be here. One of our nation's greatest physicists, theoretical physicists. In the meantime, after this, what do I say? There is nothing. There are no words. West of the Rockies, you're on the air. Good morning.
First of all, I want to say that this is managed business.
Yes.
This is all the devil's deception. It is being propagated and perpetrated by people like you.
Wait a minute.
The
What?
media.
Wait a
That's
minute.
why I am against media pornography.
Wait.
The pornography of the media.
Wait. Let's have an adult discussion about this. Now look, if
You're
science...
insulting me again.
No, I'm not insulting. I'm
You're
trying to
insulting me. Every time I talk to you, it's insultation from you.
Oh, insultation. Let me tell you something. I could never do half the job on you that you do on yourself. Now listen to me for just one moment, would you please?
I'm listening.
All right, good. If science finds through the method science uses, which includes video cameras and all the rest of it, that there really is a city below the waters in Cuba, and yesterday we got evidence that indeed there is.
I'll tell you what they're doing.
What?
The big pornographers that are creating that Star Trek are doing this is special
Pornographers?
This is
Pornographers did not create Star Trek. Why? Star Trek is one of my favorite programs.
pornographic.
Star Trek?
Yes,
Star Trek is an icon of American science fiction. It is.
it's part of the media pornography that is assaulting our nation. Star Trek is just among, it's terrible. Did you ever see that show with that 69 or whatever?
I have seen every single episode of Star Trek. The original Star Trek with Captain Kirk.
You're in league with the media.
You don't love Captain Kirk and Spock.
Captain Kirk, man, you happen to know Captain Kirk was mostly played by a Canadian.
So,
William Shatner is a Canadian operative.
Operative?
That's correct.
Operative?
A Canadian subversive.
William Shatner is a spy for Canada?
Canadians are in control of the media in this country.
Oh my God.
It's the one thing.
Give me one
Can you listen to me for a minute?
shred of evidence. Give me one shred of evidence that Canada is anti-US, that Canada is...
I have it for you. I have it. Aha. The X-Files. In fact, when I called for to talk to Chris Taylor, who was the creator of the X-Files, when he was on, you put me on hold. You would not allow me to be on the airwaves with him because you knew I was confronting the light and the Lord's truth. And I was bringing the new revelation forward against him because the X-Files, the Canadian pornography, meant to disrupt our mind and to disrupt our government. It's all about how the American government is evil.
Hey, JC, how do you feel about Hollywood?
Hollywood is a cesspool.
Cesspool.
Yes. You've never allowed me to speak about my cause. I run Clamp, the Christian Legion against media pornography, hallelujah.
So you're leading sort of a charge against...
Yes, I am. The Christian Legion against media pornography in Hollywood is the stronghold of the pornographers. And there's more pornography in our media than just that. If you've ever seen the food shows that were coming out of Hollywood, where they garnish all this food and dress it up and make it look all sexy and disgusting.
Get back to sex for a second. Do you honestly think sex is... I mean, sex has a place, right, Jason?
No.
Even you probably have sex. Have you had sex? Come on, answer the
I'm not
question.
going to give you titillating stories about my life.
There are titillating stories to be told, are there?
No, you're twisting my words around.
No, I'm not.
Sex is evil. Sex is a punishment by the Lord.
Sex is a punishment?
Sex can be accomplished. Listen, okay, the act of reproduction can be accomplished in 2 strokes. 2 strikes. One for insertion, one for completion.
Lord.
I'm so righteous, I'm done in one.
JC, you know something I've never asked you that I'd like to ask? Are you married?
That's none of your business.
That's true. I just thought I'd ask.
Well, you ought to know. I've been running around my bushes all this time. Call my home.
I call
my
you.
number.
Now, you've been accusing me of that for years. I don't call your home. I don't know where you are, and I don't care.
Yes, you do.
Actually,
Call me up and you use that silly voice of yours to taunt me. You're trying to distract me from my message. The new revelation, the new commandment that I've been charged with the Lord's work. And all this time, you insult me. You call me Uncle Fester last time. You call me a coward. How dare you? I think we all settled this like man on stick.
really?
The time. Yes, I would have.
What am I, fight, JC?
Come behind the woodshed.
No?
Anytime, Mel.
All right, as long as my back is in condition, JC, I'm ready for you, bro.
You are.
Oh, yeah, come
You are the coward.
Come get a piece of me, JC.
You're no liar. You're the coward. And I was talking about the media pornography of food. And you didn't let me finish my point.
Please finish that. Yes, please finish that.
These cooking shows, which are appealing to our gluttony, more than so many snack shows stocked in the snack bars in this country.
So you watch food shows, do you, JC?
Listen, I watch a reconnaissance. I am going on reconnaissance missions. I have to know thy enemy. Now, I'll tell you.
I bet you're an iron...
They dress the food up and make it look so succulent and cute and inviting people to board.
Hey, JC, do you watch the Iron Chef?
Yes, I did.
I knew it.
Because that's who was in charge of Iron Chef. William Shatner. William Shatner was on the Iron Chef.
JC.
That's what I'm talking about.
JC.
I'm talking about
JC,
the glorifying food.
Goodbye, JC, you're fading away. You're fading away. You're going. You're gone. That would be my limit of JC. All right, West of the Rockies, you're on the air with Dr. Greg Little. Good morning.
Yeah, first of all, I have a few questions. One thing I want to address.
Oh my God, hold on, JC. Hold on a moment. Doctor.
Yes?
Doctor. You had a good mood tonight?
I'm fine.
You're going to need to be. Okay, all right, JC.
And I have you first, Mr. Bell. You're not going to be having the devil's scribe on the radio anytime soon because I've prayed against it. You will not be having him on the radio.
Why don't you direct
I'm talking about Stephen King. You're not going to be having the devil's scribe
You
on the
think
radio.
even as
You will not be having
the devil's scribe?
Yes, the devil's scribe.
You know, you might take that. You might actually take.
Right now that you
You might take that as a compliment, Casey.
Excuse me?
You might take that as a compliment.
I know he would, because he is in league. He is in league with the devil. He's the devil's imp. And now,
Now he just understands the devil. That doesn't mean he has anything to do with it. JC, address my JC.
6 hours.
JC,
Now,
JC, address my guest, Dr. Rager.
I'm about to, and I want to say, who are you, mister? Who are you? An atheistic, drug-abusing, hippie, New Ager to come and tell us to usurp 6,000 years of truth and light from the Bible. Call us Bible thumpers. Listen to this. I love the Bible. I love the Bible. I live by the Bible. And if you want to know about hell, you tell me about hell. Hell is not a Star Trek black hole. Hell is the pit of boiling sewage where your skin is pulled from your face and you are dumped into the boiling sewage. And spiders crawl all over your bodies and snakes in every orifice of your body will cover you. And you want more? You want more? That is hell. You know nothing of hell.
More, JC, give us more. I really wanted to know what your hell was like. And the boiling pits and sewage, I remember that.
You are bringing forth lies, Mr. Bell. Why do you think that Mound had matched the new revelation?
All right.
Can you match the new revelation?
Hey, JC, take a breath.
I don't want to talk to this man.
Take a breath,
I'm not
JC.
very happy.
Yeah,
I am happy. I walk in the rhythm of victory, but you don't sound very happy. I'm happier than you on Judgment Day.
If you continue the way you are right now, JC, you're going to be meeting up with real soon. You're hyperventilating, my man. Take it easy. But listen, Dr. Little, do you see what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, you gotta remember now, I worked in prisons a long time, in prison mental health units.
Yes.
So I've met just about everything that exists.
You never meet something like that?
Worse.
Worse.
Oh, my gosh, yes. I mean, at least this way, there's, a few thousand miles.
Boiling pits and sewage?
Yeah, that's not in the Bible anywhere I know of. Yeah, that's all out there. My answer would be, send me exactly where those quotes are in the Bible, and hey, that's fine. But it's not
6,000 years. 6,000 years or bust. What's the Rockies are on the air? Hello.
Baloney, Bell. Baloney about your big star out there on the other side of the galaxy. Now, first of all,
How do you know it's not there?
I have insider information, but that's not what I'm calling to talk about. I'm going to set you straight on the reasons why your phones went down, Mr. Bell. It's because you put me on hold again, treating me like a second-rate nobody, as if I wasn't the one bringing forth the new revelation and the salvation.
There are those who think of you as a second-rate nobody, JC.
Coming from a pathetic string of losers and ingrates and demonic forces that are paraded across your pathetic show every night, that holds no weight to me.
But you're compelled to listen, aren't you?
I am not compelled.
Yes, you are compelled to listen. In fact, you dial your little fingers raw trying to get in, don't you?
Val, you listen to me, and you listen good, because I'm going to tell you one more time.
Probably.
Someone's got to keep tabs on you and pray against you and work against you, just like I work against the pornographers.
You can't do that without listening, okay, JC? To work properly against me, you've got to listen. You've got to hear everything.
That's right. I hear everything you do every night.
There you go. I knew it. I told you.
That's all that you start up with every night. The one word I got is the radiant endorphins of bisexual fornication.
Well, what song is that?
The one where the guy chances out and says, I'm going to get straight and come open up your gate. You think that means?
I don't know.
I'm going to open your gate.
What do you think it means?
I think it's an ode to some kind of witchy homosexual who's going to go have sex with Greek goddesses. That's disgusting. How can you say that?
Wait a minute. Great goddesses, they'd be all right.
The cult of Phaedra, the cult of Phaedra, the one that pornographers, the porn stars, they're in the cult of Phaedra.
No. Those great goddesses. The veil is morning. That's the song. Isn't that? That's the one you're talking about, right? Okay.
Yes, it
Well, what would be wrong?
Talking about having sex.
Did you
in your gate.
say Johnny Cash?
That's Johnny Cash.
Is that Johnny Cash? You know that as sure as you know you're sitting there, right, JC?
I can tell every voice of the devil. I know every voice of the devil. Just
You
like
can
the
identify them. You just
with a Jackson on.
a word or two. You know who they are. Just like is the devil Johnny Cash?
Listen, Mr. Bell. You rebuke my message. You don't
JC,
understand
I
the
do
inside
indeed
information I have from on high. And listen to me.
You know, it's Lee Hazelwood, JC.
Who?
Lee Hazelwood.
I've never heard that name before.
Well, see, there you are.
Whatever alias you want to use, that's fine. He can't hide. He can't hide from the Lord. And I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Bell. You are going around on your airways saying there is a great lie.
What makes you think you're bringing the word of the Lord? Huh?
When I have direct communication, it's hard to argue with God.
How direct?
I have to make a point here.
JC, how direct?
Direct communication. What part of direct don't you understand? Don't your
The part that has not been defined as vocal, does it come from the middle of your head, JC? Is there a booming bush? What else?
In a booming voice.
A booming
and
voice.
I see him upon his golden throne with his white beard flowing and his robes. And he says,
Well, I sure hope you can identify the Lord better than you can identify Lee Hazelwood.
Who?
Never
Who's
mind,
Lee the
JC.
Hazelwood? I don't
Never
know
mind.
who Lee the Hazelwood is.
Obviously you don't.
Mr. Bell, you listen to me. I am going to make a point. Now you listen.
That'll be new.
Listen.
Yes?
You are perpetrating that there is a lie being perpetrated to the masses. Is that right?
Well, then why?
That there's a lie as far as spirituality and our descendants, and that we really come from apes and monkeys and crawled out in the ocean and slithered up here and there. You said that's a great lie. That
Some of us more likely than others,
6,000 years, that 6,000 years, in order for there to be a lie, there's got to be a truth, right?
Are you a hairy guy?
No, dude, listen to me. Do you agree that in order for there to be a lie, there has to be a truth?
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay. Who is the father of truth?
The Father of Truth.
God!
God is the Father of Truth.
God is the father of truth, that's right.
Then why does he allow so damn many lies
Wait a
to be
minute.
told us?
And who is the father of lies? Who is the father of lies?
Well, it could be the same Lord.
No, what?
It could be.
Same Lord.
He he allows these lies to be told.
No.
Yes.
Listen to me. You are trying to trick me up, and I am not going to get tricked up by the lies of the devil mouthpiece.
Well, he's
Your
not.
master Satan is the father of lies.
All right, fine. So he's the Father of lies.
So there is a book, there is truth, a book of truth that is solid truth on high, brought down from the Lord, word straight to mankind. Now, you call the word of God, you call God a liar.
No. All I said was that he allows lies to be told.
So then why do you allow people to call up your program and say, oh, there were people before Adam and Eve?
Because there may have been. JC, what about this replenishment thing? You heard the caller earlier. What about it? Explain it. You're the man with the
I don't want to talk about the product.
Let's talk about replenishment. Replenishment. Why did the Lord say, why did the Lord tell Adam and Eve to replenish unless there had been replenishment prior?
This comes from people who don't know how to interpret the Lord.
Doesn't now. Only
These are from
JC can
morons who don't know how. Don't have the spiritual adaptation.
You see, JC, I let people say whatever they want to say on my program, and that includes heaven help us, even you.
Listen, I have a right to say what I'm saying. The people the parade of moronic, imbecilic people on your program every night is pathetic.
Is it?
You're back to Bigfoot already the other night. Please, Mr. Bell.
Well, what's your take on Bigfoot, JC, since we've got you here?
If there is a Bigfoot,
Yeah?
it's of the devil.
Of the devil.
That's right.
How do you know that? How do you know that Bigfoot is not a caring, loving, intelligent, thinking, isolated beastie?
Oh, and isn't that always the words they use to describe the poor Satan cast down so unfairly?
Poor JP. Then why do we hear stories of Bigfoot families together, loving each other, caring for each other, and caring for their young?
Have you ever heard of the Addams family? It's a family of fake worshipers too, and they seem to get along pretty well. Just a little misunderstood, a little sacrifice here and there.
Yeah, I can't do it. The Addams family stopped me. West of the Rockies, you are on the air. Hello.
Well, it figures that you would have an apologist for the Iraqi murderers on your program, Mr. Bell, especially a Canadian.
Oh, my God. Now, what has happened to you? Look, first let me ask you a question before we go any further at all. It's obvious to me you are on a stinking cell phone. You have moved down in the world. You used to sound loud and clear, and now you're on a cell phone. You who preach against technology, you have a cell phone stuck to your ear right now, don't you?
I have a cell phone. I've got one because I know how much it bothers you, Mr. Bell. I had to get one because you continue to block my number. And it's time we had it out, Mr. Bell.
I do not block your number.
Yes, you did.
Oh, but that I could. And I'll tell you something else about your cell phone. When you yell, it's very ineffective. It distorts.
Well, let me speak in a calmer voice then, because
That'll be
I was
clear.
not yelling. I was bringing forth the love of the new revelation. And we are entering a time, Mr. Bell.
Yes.
The end time.
Yes, well,
And the
we do
clock
agree.
ticks 1 minute to midnight. We must embrace, and you see, you have never allowed me to bring forth the new revelation in a proper manner.
Bring it forth, brother. Bring it forth.
God speaks directly to my heart and gives me the new commandments. And he has told me about your evil alliance.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Now, there's new commandments.
The new commandments.
All right, hold it. What are the new commandments? That's important.
Let me begin with the new commandments. First of all, thou shalt not fornicate. Thou shalt not listen to rock and roll music. Thou shalt not masturbate.
No,
Thou shalt not do drugs. Excuse me?
No masturbation.
Masturbation is the greatest and most dingiest of all sins. It is the root of all destruction of America. And it is, you know that I work against the media. I work against the media, Mr. Bell, which has been, listen, I know that God has shown me the documents drawn up in the Soviet Union, television scripts, programs designed to subvert America in the coming war. This is by the Soviet Union, who exists.
No, Soviet Union doesn't exist anymore.
You see, you are a sucker, Mr. Bell, because you have been suckered. But you are a mouthpiece for the Soviet Union
So
and the Canadian Alliance.
And the Canadian Alliance.
You want to let me to have my say? You want to allow me to speak?
Yes, I will. Are you saying the Canadians are allied with the Soviets who don't exist against us now?
Look at the Canadian flag. What is on the Canadian flag?
The maple leaf.
No, it's a flag leaf.
It's a what?
It's a flag leaf.
I'm cute.
Well, you are the virtual sounding board for marijuana's virtues. Don't you know that the demon weed is what seduces our young people into the world of drugs and sex and pornography? And it is a strategy put forth by the Soviet English Alliance.
You really believe this, huh?
100%. Art Bell,
I
you
don't
have never
think-
been without me.
I don't
Speak my peace.
You're speaking all kinds of pieces right now, and I just can't honestly believe that you believe this stuff.
Listen, Mr. Bell, the time has come, a reckoning time, a time when all the mighty buildings shall be shattered and splintered and split, when the world's bellies will break, when America will be put to the fire and tested in the new revelation, and either we will stand against
When the world's bellies will blow. Now, that requires a little definition. What do you mean by that? The world's
God
bellies.
is going to take away the food. God is going to take away the prosperity of America.
Okay, I just wanted to know that's bloated as in starvation, right?
In starvation, you serve me because you got the validity of the love of the Lord. And you listen to me, and you listen to me good, Mr. Bell.
You're overloading your cell phone again.
Listen to me, Mr. Bell. The time has come. It is now or never. This country produces produces 90% of the world's pornography. We are awash in pornography, Mr. Bell.
I didn't think that was true. I mean, we do produce the majority of a lot of things, but I don't think pornography...
Yes, we do. You can be... You and all your deniers. You know, when people deny the Holocaust, they are ridiculed. But when people deny the fact that Al-Qaeda has been destroying American children, they have a plan to kill American babies. You know what that plan is called?
What?
Planned Parenthood. They've been killing American babies for years.
All right, that's it for tonight. Now he gets through on a cell phone. Unbelievable. I hadn't heard those commandments. I really hadn't heard those commandments before. Somebody put them to town at the very least. West of the Rockies, you're on the air. Cheerio.
Yes, it's about time that you open the line to the Lord.
Oh my God, here we go.
I have to say, because I'm going to set you straight tonight. I have a few things to say, and I know you have been
You know, I have a few things I want to say to you, too. I've been hearing from your aunt or some relation of yours by email, and they've been downright absolutely insulting emails.
He is a disciple of mine, and I will not dirty myself by getting on the devil's eye of the pornography machine.
That's a disciple of yours?
She works for me.
Yeah, I knew it.
The disciple of me. Yes, Edna Pringle.
Edna Pringle.
Leave her alone. You've been sending her.
I'm objecting. I'm telling you, Edna's emails are very insulting. And I do believe that I'm sure that Edna is connected genetically to you without question.
How dare you insult my family's genetic lineage? Well, you're trying to get me off on a Darwinianism path, and I'm not going there. I have a few things to set straight tonight, and the Lord has brought down to me the command to tell you a few things.
Edna's just
I want to start with that.
missing a card as you are.
Excuse me?
I said Edna's just as much missing a card out of the deck as you are.
That all depends on your point of view, which is the point of view of the devil. And as said before, God is not giving up on us. God is angry.
How do you know my point of view is that of the devil? How do you know that?
Well, when you happen to have direct communications with the Lord, you know a few things. Okay, Mr. Bell?
So you're telling me
my point.
your God has told you this personally. Is that right, you and Edna?
Your God, my God, the God of the universe. Yes. He has decided in me. I'm God's general in the war against pornography, which is what I want to touch upon tonight.
The man, by the way, he calls himself JC. He didn't even give your name.
Then do I have to give my name? JC, Lester the Third.
Yeah.
Now listen to me.
I'm listening.
I want to talk about the porno industry that is responsible for the atrocities in Iraq. And I'm going to tell you why.
What?
Reason they're responsible. They are the ones who need to be held responsible, not our brave men and women in our glorious administration. It is the pornography industry that has filled their minds with debauchery and perversion that's brought them. And it's another reason why we shouldn't have women in combat, because they go completely mad. And those porno pictures that we saw coming out of Iraq, not that those people didn't deserve it, they were influenced. They were polluted by the porno industry. It is their fault. We want to hang a hook on someone, it is the porno industry.
Somebody ought to hang you on a hook. You know what? Where do you come up with the connection between the porno industry and the war in Iraq?
Look, if you take a look at those pictures,
Yeah.
they look pretty pornographic to me.
Well, they look...
I'm talking about the so-called abuses at the prison.
Pornographic.
It looks more like a porno party to me, like a frat party.
Well,
And it's because the minds of our soldiers, our brave men and women, have been polluted by the Hollywood filth. The sewer that is Hollywood, which is pouring pornography out of the culture with Marilyn Manson and all the other pornographers that are out there. That's the majority of my time spent is fighting pornography.
you know, as hyped up as you get about stuff, I'm frankly surprised you're still alive. I wondered what happened to you. Now, I kept hearing from Edna really vicious emails, I might add again, but I mean, here you are.
Because your listeners have sent nothing but pornography to her email address.
Oh, is that right?
Ever since the posting.
Well, maybe it has something to do with Edna's attitude, like yours.
Edna's a good lady who knows her place, who walks behind the man and keeps her mouth shut. No women even getting their kicking it off the battlefield. We wouldn't be having atrocities and humiliations like that. And they're trying to pin it on our wonderful administration, the administration that God put
I hope
there.
that Edna is listening to this right now.
Edna is in the other room, but she has been told. I told her she is, in fact, Edna right now is finishing up some of the dishes from the compound.
And when Edna's done with that, Edna's going to finish you up, Casey.
I don't know what you are trying to insinuate there, but Edna is a godly woman. But I will not touch the filth, internet filth, the filth devil guy computer. I allowed her
To do it for
godly
you.
woman.
So you direct her, one of your minions, to do your dirty work. That's nice.
Listen, the internet is basically a pornography machine. It's the devil's playground. What we have to do is have to fight him on his own territory. But I'm not going to sully myself and dirty myself.
So you mean you wouldn't even put your hands on a keyboard?
I will not put my hands on a computer keyboard.
You will not embrace a Pentium chip with
I don't
love
know
and
what that is,
tenderness.
but I don't know what that is. But I do know that women were commissioned by God to do the lowly work of the world.
Yes.
And that is something that Edna needs to do. And that's another thing I want to get back to, is the fact that women need to know the role. When we let women and homosexuals...
Edna's going to take care of you.
Excuse me?
I said Edna's going to take care of you. You're Casey. When Edna, yeah, I'm surprised Edna hasn't come in from the other room and laid one of those frying pans right across your no doubt bald in the head.
You know, you something. Oh, you constantly advocate violence.
No, I was not advocating violence. I was being surprised that it hasn't occurred yet.
What hasn't occurred?
That Jim come in there and slap you with a frying pan.
Why would she want to do something like that? When
For what you just said about
her
women.
wretched self. I'm the one
Her
who taught her
wretched self?
salvation.
Her wretched self?
That's right, I saved her from the boiling pits of sewage that all the listeners are going, by the way. I wanted all your weak-willed, degenerate, decadent, European listeners.
That does it. That's it. Well, there's a voice from the past. He hadn't been around in a while. Edna, he's all yours, baby. You know, it just occurred to me I should have asked him to see how he thought the world was going to end. Whether it would be the porn industry, probably, or perhaps more personally, Edna with a frying pan. Boing.
All right. Well, that wasn't exactly what I was looking for. What I'm actually looking for is people who have no deal in this country. I know there's a lot of you out there. Father Martin told me there were. He told me that, in fact, when he passed them on the street, he recognized that it was easy to tell they have made perfect deals. Wildfire Line, you're on the air. Hello.
Yes, I'm going to tell you what the real story is, Mr. Bell.
Good Lord.
It is how you continue to gloss over the real news with all this nonsense about the satanic rights of people passing their phones on and making deals with the devil.
You don't believe it? You of all people don't believe it?
I do believe you will do this. I do believe you will do this. And I'm going to tell you what I believe also. I believe that you and your friends that are making deals with the devil, such as the activist judges that are throwing out the cases against pornographers, that are trying to destroy America. Those people all have made deals with the devil because the pornography industry, there is not enough people out there in this great nation of ours that want to consume this kind of product to even have an industry to have.
How can you believe that judges have made deals with the devil? Why don't you instead believe that these judges have simply looked at the Constitution and Bill of Rights and the First Amendment? Hey, wig out, take a deep breath. What about the First Amendment? Maybe the judges haven't made deals with the devil at all. They're just recognizing their The First Amendment applies to everybody, Beanhead.
No, it does not. And in fact, the First Amendment has been completely mistranslated. It was not meant for people to be able to make the kind of filth that we are seeing pushed out of Hollywood, that sewer of Los Angeles. And if people want to know why God is punishing the world,
it is because when God punished America, it is just like Pat Robertson said, it is because of the pornographers, the homosexuals, and the degenerates.
And what do you think is going to happen to the pornographers when they die?
Well, I can't wait. I'm going to be able to tell him I told you so, because they are going to go to hell, Mr. Bell.
Think so, huh?
Yep. I know it.
A steamy pit of whatever.
The holy kind of storage is where they're going.
Yeah.
You know that.
Well,
And it's just a bit
that may be
for people like you and pornographers.
that may be their future, indeed. But
Mr. Bell, if you let me get one word in when I call, I can never let me speak.
speak.
I want to say, as Americans, we must stand up against the gay marriage. We must stand up against the pornography.
How is gay? I want to know, how is gay marriage going to hurt you?
It is attempting to subvert the American family unit. It is attempting to depopulate the American continent.
Depopulate the continent?
Yes, with these homosexuals running around.
But even if it's 10 or 15% of the population and they were to marry and not reproduce, then you might get the same effect because they wouldn't reproduce.
Their agenda is not simply to allow the 10 or 15%. That is an overestimated and inflated number, by the way. They want to convert.
Well, then
That is their agenda. Conversion.
Then why are you worried about it? If it's such a low number, then why are you concerned?
Because have you seen these programs on television? On our television or on public gallery?
Which one?
Yes, there's a queer guy. Mr. Eyes on the straight guy. And the sign that turns in to the homosexuals. This is a part of the New World Order. They are trying to homosexualize our society. And I will not have it.
Well, you may not have it, but it's happening anyway. Those shows are on the air, and it's generally wide accepted.
No, they're not widely accepted.
All across America, all across America. Actually, the ratings are very good for that country.
No, they're not.
Oh, yes, they are. They're very good. That's why they're on. The people control the ratings.
Control the ratings.
Say goodbye.
He said, it's not who counts. The class vote is the council vote.
Goodbye. You're on the air, Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell. Hi.
Yes, Mr. Bell, I'm going to give you an explanation of why the so-called global warming is occurring. Instead of just letting you and all your liberal listeners attack our glorious oil companies, our great American oil companies.
Glorious oil companies?
Yes, they have done wonderful things for this country and have built us up into a wonderful powerhouse of economics. So don't try to get me off topic here. I'm going to tell you what's happening with global warming. It is because hell is becoming hotter, Mr. Bell, and more filthy souls are cast down into the center of the pit of hell.
Yes, stoking the fires of hell, right?
The boiling fires, the boiling pits of sewage of hell are becoming hotter every day. And it's because of the pornography industry. The pornography industry was a so-called industry, which is not really an industry because there's not enough people to buy that kind of filth.
So hell is heating up. I mean, it comes down to hell is heating up. And it's leaking out and causing global hellish warming.
That's correct. That's why you have volcanoes going off and zombies going off and flooding. And I'm tell you what, I'm going to tell you why God punished those people down there. Because the day after Christmas, he gave them a present because they didn't celebrate Christmas. And then right after Easter, he took them again with another earthquake and told them, you get off your heathen. I'm going to say it. You begin to celebrate our holiday or I'm going to punish you worse. Now listen, Mr. Bell.
Yes.
I want to get back. You try to get me off topic from the pornographers.
No.
The pornographers that are destroying this nation, and pornography is simply produced for one thing, and that is to induce self-abuse.
Well, really? Really?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I prefer, wait a minute, I like your first theory, but hell is heating up, and of course the pornographer's souls are going down and stoking the fires of hell.
Every soul they can swipe with their demonic claws to drag down with them are going down with them. And I'm going to tell you what, is that hell is becoming hotter, and it's boiling over, and it's bubbling up in the heat, and the bodies that are burning, and the devil.
And how do you know that you're not going to be down there stoking the fires yourself?
Well, I'm not going to be down there burning in the fire. here, but if God asked me to go down and turn up the heat a little bit, I certainly will help him out to do that. I'm going to be in heaven.
And you have never seen a pornographic shot in your whole life, right?
What are you trying to?
I'm asking a straight on.
You know that I have to review pornography. Know the enemy. I don't enjoy it at all.
You must know the enemy, and so with no enjoyment seen whatsoever, you must review what the enemy produces.
Well, it's agony. Now listen, you're trying to get me off topic.
No.
That was you.
No.
That's the basic.
Your whole telephone call demonstrates that, buddy. Thank you. Where was I? It probably has been 10 years since I granted JC the honor of spending an hour or so with the audience, so it appears to be real. Yes, who? JC?
It is I, J.C. Webster III, and you did not introduce me correctly, Mr. Bale. As usual, you are disrespecting me.
There was nothing at all.
Insultation!
Insultation, there's nothing in this communique about the way you should be introduced.
I should be introduced as the bringer of the revelation, God's 10-star general in the war against media pornography.
Okay, well, let's find out exactly what this new revelation is. What do you mean?
God is angry. That is the new revelation. He is beginning to me to bring forth in the fight against media pornography because, you see, what has happened to our country is God built this nation at his house, and his house has been overrun with media pornographers, degenerates. When our founding fathers fled those crazies in Europe because they wanted to get away from their decadent evil ways, they came here and God built a place in the wilderness for them, and his house has been overrun. And God, he tried to send his son. He tried to give us an easy way out. He tried to help us.
Daisy, obviously you and Edna have a computer, or you could not have sent me this demand, right? You have a computer.
We have access, and that's another thing I want to talk about.
Well, now, before you get off on that, look, JC, if you have a computer, that means that you get all kinds of email with porn in it, right?
Yes, and that's what I want to talk about is your filthy listeners have been sending so much filthy pornography.
My listeners? Have they?
Yes.
Really?
They have.
I recall that we published on the website several years ago a couple of email communicators from Edna Pringle.
The guts to put the new commandments on your website. Yes, and we are still getting pornography.
Is Edna Pringle your biblical mate?
My biblical? No, she is not my mate. How dare you?
Well, you didn't explain them. In what relationship to you is Edna Pringle?
Servant, a woman in her place, who knows where her place is, and that is at the feet of the man who is bringing down the new revelation. She is at the feet of the general for God. Well, pornography
is Edna listening to all of this right now?
No, I am angry at Edna.
Sure.
Because I'm not going to get into the details, but she seems to think that she wants to go off and find another man, and she has been questioning me.
What in heaven's name could have brought her to a decision like that? A warm, caring person like yourself.
I know exactly who is doing it, and the devil.
It's the devil.
And about the pornography, and I don't want people sending pornography to her anymore because you're corrupting us. So we have a new, if your listeners want to send, you want to send Bill to talk to me, they can talk to my cousin. And we have a new email, and it's boilingpitsofsewage@yahoo.com. So you send your bill to the boilingpitsofsewage@yahoo.com, and I will send the new commandment to you.
Boiling
Pits of Sewage
at yahoo.com. Is that a real address or you putting this on?
That, I am not a liar. Don't you call me a liar.
Well, I have to
Don't call
put
me a liar.
this on. All right.
You call me a liar.
Well, I'm sorry you take it that way. Boiling pits of sewage.
Boiling pits of sewage. Because that is where all the media pornographers are going to go. They're going to be tossed into the boiling pits of sewage. And they're going to have a body of excrement. They'll be covered in red-hot excrement for all eternity.
Yes. Look, global warming, GLONAL warming.
Global warming.
Global warming. Well, Edna wrote this.
Well, that's right, because I do not encourage my followers or anybody
Or perhaps you wrote
in the book learning. Book learning is evil.
Perhaps you wrote this.
I tell her what to write.
Yeah, it has the sound of JC to it.
She listen, I will not touch a computer.
Let me hear you spell global warming.
I am not going to do what you tell me to do. And you're not spelling me, Mr. Bell. It is spiritual combat.
Global warming is a very important topic to me, so let's hear it. What exactly?
Let me tell you, global warming, because hell, as you know, is in the center of Earth, and it is heating up. And this is what's happening, Mr. Bell, is the dirtier the souls are getting, the more corrupt that they're getting, the more they're being pornographed by the media pornographers. They burn harder. They burn harder. Now, see, you see a good person who does one bad thing and goes to hell doesn't burn as hot as a degenerate that's been degeneratized by the media pornographers. Their souls are burning harder and harder than hell.
I've got it. Degenerate souls burning hotter, causing global warming.
Global warming!
Well, then spell it right.
Less book burning! More book burning!
More book burning.
More book
You
burning!
wouldn't would you burn books?
I burn. We just had a book burning. We just had to burn the newest Harry Potter book because it's attacking and killing Christians.
You burned a Harry Potter book?
I didn't just burn them, Mr. Bell. I just always fix a dynamite and blew up at the compound.
Well, that means you had to buy them first, didn't you?
Mr. Bell, we confiscate them. And it's better that we buy them so that we keep them out of the hands of children who are going to be turned to the devil by Harry Potter.
So you believe then that the particularly evil souls are burning at an ever hotter rate, causing some of the heat to radiate around the world into the atmosphere, and that's why it's getting warmer.
Heat, the throbbing heat of hell is radiating out, and people can feel it. And that's why volcanoes are going off. And that's why the hot spots you're talking about are going off. And tsunamis and earthquakes and plagues and floods and fires is because those evil, corrupted souls that the devil wants so badly, because the filthier the sinner, the hotter the burn.
Why, JC, do you think that I am personally involved with the devil? I've always wondered.
Mr. Bell, you are simply the most dangerous man in America.
And in what way?
You have created an intellectual tower of hell with your radio program. I want you to take a listen to me. Do you know a man named Stuart McBurney?
No.
That name ring a bell to you?
It does not.
Of course it wouldn't, because he was the voice of Americanism. For years he held the line against the Soviet Union. He was the greatest radio man ever. And you are on sacred ground, which is talk radio. This is the realm of the conservatives. We have been using talk radio to take back America from the hippie, degenerate, no good that have corrupted and degenerated our society over time.
Then you actually consider yourself to be a living talk show host.
I should have my own show, and I will have my own show. And that is in works, Mr. Bell.
I can well imagine it might be. Do you really think you could keep up this phony baloney act for that long?
Excuse me? You dare accuse me? You were the one with baloney, Mr. Bell.
You really think you could keep up this act like that?
It's not an act, Mr. Bell. This is the anointing brought forth onto me from God.
You really feel all of this comes to you directly from God and not the devil?
There you go, revealing your true self. I am not being influenced by the devil, Mr. Bell. You were the one creating the intellectual tower of Babel. I want everyone out there in the audience where I said this is the true voice of the man that you've been listening to for these years. He is the one trying to drag your soul down to Satan so that you would be thrown into the boiling pit of sewage, skinned alive, dipped in salt, and eaten and devoured over and over again.
Dipped in salt?
Dipped in salt,
What
Mr.
does
Bell.
salt have to do with it?
Because it burns.
Oh, I see. That's how you get splatters and
As the devil hits you with his pitchfork over and over and over again.
And well, you say that people are going to be eaten by. Did you mean eaten or beaten by the devil?
Eaten and beaten. Both. The devil is going to eat your body up. And he's going to take it and eat it up. And then you're going to be excreted out.
Give me that sound again, please.
What's that?
That eating sound.
No, I don't have to do what you say.
Come on.
Bill, you're trying to get me off my message.
That's not hard, Casey.
And my message, I am trying to save America from the utter destruction of the satanic Soviet Union.
But the Soviet Union doesn't exist anymore.
Because you and your friends in the media love to
The
perpetrate.
Soviet Union crumbled, Casey. You know that. I know you know it.
That's a lie, Mr. Bell. It is a deception from the devil. The devil's deception.
Every everything bad is from the devil, isn't it?
Everything is.
You know what I think? I think you're consumed by the devil.
I am not consumed by the devil, and I am so pained that you would even insinuate such things. You disrespect me continually.
You know, a lot of people are curious, Jason. What part of the country are you from? Where do you originate from?
I am not going to disclose my secret location.
Just
God
the-
will reveal to those who are faithful to come calling to our new ground.
Just the... Well, how can all these people come if they don't know where you are?
God's going to tell them. He's going to speak to the hearts of the faithful. We are going to be relocating anyway to a new compound in Idaho, the great American Pacific.
Yeah, you're going to get... So your headquarters going to be in Idaho?
That's correct. We're going to have a brand new compound, and God is going to reveal to the hearts of the faithful, and he's going to call them like a tolling of a bell. The faithful will come to their knees in droves. Yeah, so you can sell your demonic wares.
From August, this is Coast to Coast AM, rocking on through the night. We've got JC, and he will take your phone calls. So if I talk to JC, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. Yeah, man, this music is JC all the way. We'll be back in a moment. We're going to take calls from some of you out there and see how you react to the man who thinks the world is heating up from the souls and burning in hell. You know, it's a up down there. Right back. By the way, JC, that is your anthem, and when I play it, I squat down.
Well,
You heard me.
that music that you're playing is making me sick.
That's your anthem, JC.
Not my anthem.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You wanted an anthem, you've got it. Now I want to know what the hell. Before I subject you to callers who are waiting to, I don't know what they're waiting for and why they're calling, but before we go to that, I want to know what's so evil about my cute little furry cats. They're beautiful. Look at
Cats are demonic creatures, Mr. Bell.
say
They
what?
are lycanthrope demons in the sky.
They are not.
Yes, they are.
They are the sweetest little furballs you ever want to meet.
They're evil.
No, if you think cats are evil, JC, then let me tell you, brother, you're evil.
Cats are evil because they steal souls, and they are the familiars of Satanists. Now, let me tell you, you're still disrespecting me. You're not allowing me to make my points about media pornography.
Now, one of your points was evil cats.
Cats, yes, devil cats, demons. They hide themselves in the appearance of they try to look like these innocent, furry little things, but they're really demons. And they really are, they're evil. You look at their eyes, and they look at you, and they just want to devour you, and they want to steal your soul. I've got one cat right now on my compound that I have been chasing for the better part of a year.
You know, I think you're overly sensitive on this whole pornography issue now. Maybe it would be true, JC, that you, in your idle time, look at what? I bet.
In my idle time, I review all manner of...
I knew it.
Well, you are trying to insinuate that I would enjoy media pornography. I have to review a Larry Flynn magazine. I do not enjoy it one bit. I have to know the enemy. And I'm going to tell you, there's more than media pornography and dirty pictures of naked people. I'm going to make a point here right now because you need to hear this.
And every moment that you see it wounds your soul, JC, right?
It can't harm me because I'm praying against it. God has charged me with this work. God has charged it with me the energy, the power. God, wait.
Sounds like you're praying against it, but you're looking at it going, oh, yeah. Right? Yeah.
Your program, having more ideas in your program makes me sick to insinuate that I would sit there and enjoy it. Makes me sick. Mr. Bell, I'm telling you, there's more to media pornography than just dirty pictures of naked people. And I'm going to tell you that right now, there's one pornography, and this is an evil pornography which draws millions of men out of church, and that's football. And I'm going to tell you exactly how evil it is. Football is a homosexual ritual. Let me tell you why. Because anytime you've got a man who's putting his hands on the backside of another man like that, and what that is the simulation of the homosexual consummation, and the football represents the birth, it's mockery of birth, it represents the homosexual self, which is then given to the quarterback, who is usually the best looking one on the team, and then he takes that homosexual self, and he looks out among the field of other men, and takes his homosexuality, and he sends it to him, and with the intention of taking it into sacred of America and family and values.
Now, America has taken a more tolerant attitude toward homosexuality, certainly in the last few decades.
Unfortunately,
And
queer guys trying to turn straight guys queer.
you don't join in on that, I take it.
I ain't homosexual. Is that clear?
All right, that's clear. First time caller on, you're on here with JC.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, that's only you know that for sure, but it really sounds like you.
You do. I appreciate taking my call.
Well, where are you?
This is Adam from Decatur, Illinois.
And why in God's name are you calling, JC?
Well, I wanted to tell him I really appreciate him coming on the air, and I enjoy a good laugh every once in a while, and I was trying to ask him.
What are you laughing at the new relation? You have a card? Listen to me, you degenerate.
I was laughing at the whole thing, and I wanted to know if you came on the air for an interview or a comedy.
Yeah, has it occurred to you, JC, that some people just think this is funny? They think you're a total put-on. Maybe you are.
No, because they don't want to believe in the truth and the light and the love of the Lord. I'm bringing love, I'm bringing salvation.
Then why do you scream? Then why scream?
Why scream? Because you have to scream in order to get people to listen. Sometimes you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. And that's another thing I want to talk about is the food porn.
Food porn.
Okay, I've touched on that before.
Food porn?
Yes.
What's food porn?
Food porn, the cooking shows where they make food look so delicious that make you want to eat. It's funny as hell, it's
Isn't that a basic human
It's the same thing.
need?
People need to eat, but they don't need to be fat though. And listen,
Am I still on the air?
Yeah, you're
why
on
don't you get
here.
him out of here so I can
You're going to be out there, and I appreciate it.
All right, have a good morning, guys. And you'll make a point, any
This
point.
is where the satanics over the empire has this elaborate plan, and what they are trying to do is pornography and indulgence. It's more than just very naked pictures of people doing very naked things. It is also food, because listen, people like they say, I was born gay. That's what they say. I'm gay. I'm born gay. And that's the way I am, so I have to be that way.
You don't do that?
I don't. I'll tell you, the only person that was born gay
I
was me.
guess this means you're not in favor of gay marriage.
Absolutely not in favor of gay marriage. That is why Canada has declared war on the United States, which recently they are allowing gays to get married in Canada, and that's the evil subversiveness of the Canadians, which is because they can look like you and me.
And that constitutes war.
A declaration of war on America and American family values, because they know that the majority of Americans do not support gay marriage, they do not support homosexuality, they don't want them in their communities, they don't want them in their churches, they don't want them in their schools, they don't want them in the nation.
Wild card line, you're on there with JC.
Hey, JC, I'm sorry, hey, I'm from Central Illinois.
Yes.
Address me as J.T. Webster III, God's General.
Hey, JC, I know you're from book funny, but does this include, like, burning the Bible? Because you can't sell World War
Why would I
I.
burn the
You're
Bible?
looking at being a really good job.
You're an idiot. Shut up.
Oh, you shut up, you idiot. Hey,
Shut your mouth. Saying I was burning the Bible.
You're right, he couldn't spell for World War I.
That's book learning. What book learning? I burn books by like Clyde Baker and Stephen King.
Hold on, JC. You know where JC was?
I know where from Cowtown is.
His what?
What, did you come on, buddy? Come on down to the compound. Come on down.
Go on down and see JC.
Come on down.
You see how JC would like that? How people would like to meet you, JC?
Come on down.
They want to be in your presence.
You come on down to the compound. If God reveals the location to you, you bring it.
Yeah, okay. East of the Rockies, you're on here with JC.
Yeah, that would be me.
That's you.
Okay. I hope this isn't there because I'll tell you, if this guy's on the level, he's scary, okay?
Yeah, see how much
He's gonna veil himself in
you
something
scare more people than that game.
and burning him, you know, you a little bit into
Hold on, JC, let her speak.
The guy's just outrageously nuts, and in a world where we have all kinds of stuff that are going around, all that energy being stupid, come on.
Don't you call me stupid, woman. I'll tell you what stupid is you.
Hey,
Thinking
someone
you're trying to have the right.
Now let JC, hold it, let JC respond.
Okay.
No, now don't call names. Don't you call them as you see them. Well, is that it? Is that as good as it's going to get? I mean, I know you have certain feelings about where it's going to be. Okay.
Let her speak.
Yeah, go right ahead, young lady.
You need to get back in your time machine, go back to the dark ages where you belong, sir.
No, we need to bring America back.
You are
Eric, bring America
Because you know
back.
what? Unfortunately, there are some people out here that are going to take you seriously.
We need to bring America back to us. Because
We need to bring America back. America was stolen from the Indians to begin with, sir. Who were slaughtered at wholesale to steal this country. Okay?
All right, let him respond. America was originally stolen from the Indians, is what she said.
well, that's a bold-faced lie, because it was stolen from God by the devil's people. The red man. Who's red? The devil.
I've had enough.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Have a good morning.
Goodbye.
The rest of the Rockies, your turn with JC.
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 Yes, I'm here.
Yes, Art. This is JC calling from Canada.
Yes, Jay.
I would really like to know what JC's problem is with Art.
Yeah, well, he's had a problem with me for
The
years.
devil's mouthpiece.
I don't think so. That's what
He
it's
is
called.
the devil's mouthpiece.
I don't
Said
think
it
so.
from day one.
JC, I think you need to get your head checked out. Mr. Art Bell is a very wonderful man.
Do a damn thing.
Love cats. I love cats. And,
Yeah, I bet you do.
Pardon me?
I bet you do.
I do. They're a wonderful, wonderful creature.
You degenerate Canadian. I don't like the degenerate Canadian.
Anyway, I just wanted to call in and say that JC there, you know, God doesn't come to those uninvited. If you seek him, he will come to you.
You know that, JC?
I don't need a degenerate, filthy, European, decadent Canadian to tell me how God's gonna take people out.
All right, well, you're not going anywhere further with that, Paul. Thank you very much. And
You are the devil's mouthpiece, Isabel. Listen to him, he's revealing his true life. He's revealing his true life. The true voice of our devil. You better listen good. Hey, Joe, when you're in my bushes, that's why you take more time off and so you can go one Sunday out in the bushes. I don't have time to spend every other Sunday chasing you around.
yeah, International Line, you're on the air with JC.
Good evening, Art. Long-time listener, and boy, I hate to admit it, but even with JC here, I'm glad I called. Okay, JC, I got a question for you here. You ready? Okay. So you think cats are demonic? I know that they must. Okay, and I respect your judgment, and I'd like to know, I've got a little poodle, an apricot poodle, and, you know, I've seen her doing things that are a little off kilter, and I'm wondering if you know about poodles.
Let me ask you about your poodle, because you sound a little funny. Are you going to marry your poodle since homosexuals can marry each other? Would you be interested in marrying your poodle? You sound like that kind of guy.
I'm
A degenerate.
a degenerate? I know, I want to know if you feel our poodle's demonic.
Yeah, he just simply wants to know if poodles are demonic like cats, basically.
Poodles? Yes, they are, because they're French.
Okay. Thanks, JC. You have a good night.
Gone!
All right, okay.
Another thing, Mr. Bell. I'm Nori. You gotta let me breathe some of the Nori.
No, that's right. This isn't
I was going to give you the truth. I told you just a couple years ago how he was stealing money from you.
How he what?
He stole money from you.
George Norrie
He
did?
stole money, $20 from your wallet. You wonder what happened to it. I revealed it. God, what you mean? I'll tell you what. You don't tell about George Norrie's criminal past in the underworld.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good because George Norrie has never been anywhere near my wallet. He's never actually been
Maloney Bell, I know you're all at the compound.
Really? All at the compound together?
Yes, don't cry.
You really do have a twisted little mind, you know, and I think it comes from looking at too much of that which you decry. Insultate me. Where do you get these words? You wrote this, not Edna. East of the Rockies, you're on there with JC.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
JC, you're doing
She has got demonic laughter.
Yeah, and that laughter is not laughing with you, JC.
John, rebuke you, demon. Demon laughter.
You.
It's the laughter of Satan.
There's a big difference.
Well, you know what? So much because I know what you're doing. So glad because God, I probably feel like it was a judgment day.
you hear that? See, you didn't even hear that, JC. Quit talking and listen every now and then. She said, God, she said, it's not the devil that's the problem, or God, it's you, JC.
You're a sinner. Well, you know what? Okay. Well, get back in your kitchen and get off the phone.
Get off my back, little man.
Little man? Who you calling a little man?
You! You're lucky I don't even know why you don't know me.
You don't know me, and I bet you're a large woman. You sound like a fatso.
Oh, you make it so hot.
How many big guys do you have, baby?
Oh, that's really crossing the line.
I love you. I just love listening.
Get rid of her.
Well, all right, she's gone, but her point was very well made. West of the Rockies, you're on the air with JC. Hello.
Oh my goodness, I got on the air with JC. Hello, JC. How are you?
I know. It's an honor for you.
Hello. Well, you know what? Do you believe in Jesus?
That is the stupidest question I have ever heard.
Why
Of
is that?
course I believe in Jesus.
Well, why are you? He wouldn't yell like you, though. See.
Well, that's Jesus. This was the new revelation, and I'm doing work because you are the new Jesus.
He makes a good point. Jesus would be gentle and soft.
Not when he comes back. Not when he comes back. He's going to be riding with the point and the sword of Jesus for the justice of Jesus.
You know what? I think that, in the Revelation it talks about that in the last day there'll be doctrines of devils, and you're one of them. And you know what? You're so full of crap, and you should not be yelling
You
about
have a foul mouth.
Oh, you know what?
Foul mouth, flea-bitten mongrel to tell me that. How dare you?
How dare you?
When you go to hell, Satan's going to pull your hair over and over and over and over and over again with a hammer.
You really think he'll treat people that way?
Crazy?
Yeah. I mean, this eating of them and then beating of them and eating of them.
That's just the beginning of hell, Mr. Bell. He's going to poke him with his pitchfork over and over again.
Doesn't it bother you, JC, that I bring on the average person here, and you're getting the same thing again and again? I mean, there is a
Because
thing.
you won't open the I agree with JC line, and you're keeping the people who agree with me off the air.
Well, okay, let's open the I agree with JC line at 775-727-1222. Now, I bet it doesn't even ring.
Well, I bet it rings off the hook, Mr. Bell. You we have 1,000 listeners.
First time caller line, you're on with JC. Hello.
Hi, this is Nate from Massachusetts.
Yes, Nate.
Hi, I was wondering, I have a question for JC. I know he's a 10-star general.
Yeah, well,
All right.
That's correct. And what does it take to join the Army, was my question.
To join God's army and take your will.
The JC's Army.
JC's on there. All right, here's somebody asking about joining with you.
Joining with me? Well, open your heart and pray to God. And if you're worthy, if you're sincere, God will reveal it to you on how to become a part of God's army. Fight against the media pornographers and the satanic Soviet Union, which it still exists. Don't let them tell you otherwise.
Who's the Antichrist?
I have not come to the point where I'm going to reveal that yet because I have not been allowed to make my point.
Yes, you made your point repeatedly about internet porn and boiling pits of sewage and all the rest of the usual stuff you say.
Now listen, Mr. Bell. I have not been allowed to make my point.
Make your damn point.
My point is that we need to save this nation. Degenerates.
Like the people that have been calling you?
Your listeners.
My listeners. So they're all degenerates.
They're all degenerates. Every single one of them. Dopers. And I was very proud of Mr. Punnett last night telling the alcoholics not to call your show anymore because most of your listeners are drunkards.
Did he really say that?
Yes, he did, and I'm proud of him. He might have hope yet, but you're brainwashing him.
It sounds like you might be under the influence of something yourself, Jason.
You dare accuse me of being under substances. I don't have to take this kind of abuse.
Well, that was JC hanging up. What a coward. What a total coward. That's all I can say. So there was JC. Actually, that's no way for him to end a conversation and to end this hour. That's no way. Let's pull him back. Let's see. you know, left it off the hook. All right, well, there you have it. That's as much as he was willing to take. And who among you listening out there right now cannot imagine that JC was indeed under the influence of something or another? He sounded rather hyper to me. How about you? He all sounded hyper to me, and I think that probably he had at least, I don't know, 10 cups of coffee. Wouldn't you say? Something like that? So, there you have it. That's it. JC, your theme song. One more time. All right, we're going to turn gears, if that's possible, top of the hour, and we're going to talk to Sir Charles Schultz III. He's a scientist. He will be in stark contrast to everything you heard in the last hour. And JC, good luck, buddy. Good luck with your army. This is Coast to Coast AM.
And welcome back to Coast. I'm George Norrie. Let's go back to the phones. Let's go to our wild card line. You are on the air. Where are you calling from?
I am not calling from deep below the center of the earth, and Mr. Norrie, it is time to pay the fiddler. You have been claiming that I have been ducking you, and this is, as your greatest fears have been confirmed.
Oh, no.
General of the war of media pornography.
And now I have you two
Now
bugging me.
you escaped me. And I'm going to tell you something. This I am
Hey. Hold on. Hey, you gotta talk. Talk like a human being. Don't
I am a human being. Don't you insult me. I'm more human than you.
You think so?
I definitely know so. You who are perfectly possessed by ourselves demonstrate. Now listen to me.